Hello, good morning. Hello, Nia. Hey, congrats on redeeming the first active chatter. I think today was the most brutal day in years, Hame. You saved me, did I? I'm glad. Hey, Yama. Hello, hello. All right, we're gonna just get into it because we have a lot to do today, and I need to finish up by a certain time because I have dinner with a friend. Hello, Tidy. Nia, you can tell us all about it. I mean, in like general terms, you don't have to reveal too much, but if it helps, if you would rather just have some escapism and not think about it, that is also fine. Okay. I think yesterday I said I was going to write down a checklist of the things I was going to do, but I didn't. Instead, yesterday I spent a few hours doing my diving course and I was like, shit, there's a lot to do. Anyway, no 8 hour stream. Yes, correct. Today we're gonna be efficient. We're about efficiency today. You don't want to trauma dump. I'm just happy you're here. Um, no, I think you're okay to complain about your day and then we can commiserate with you. Trauma dumping is like it is a very fine line. Trauma dumping is more like it's like an excessive, so like when you tell someone about your situation the first time, that is like a retelling, and through the retelling it helps people kind of process how their day went, how they felt, especially if you reflect on like how you felt about a certain situation, um just acknowledging the difficulty you went through, and then people can commiserate with you, and then if you then acknowledge where you're at, so you're like, let's say you're angry, you're frustrated, and then you're like, okay, I'm angry, frustrated now. I don't want to be this state. Um, or if you have like processed through it and you're like, I'm just exhausted now or burnt out. Sometimes it's like very cathartic to have that kind of insight into where you are emotionally or mentally at that point in time. And hey, sometimes like, man, I've been there. And sometimes like I will call a colleague in Sydney and I will just be like, and I won't even realize how much copium I'm under until they ask me, "How are you?" And then I was like, "Man, today was a rough day." And then I was like, "Why was it a rough day?" And I was like, "Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened." And then as I retell it, suddenly I'm like sobbing on like a video call. She's in Sydney, I'm in Melbourne. I'm just like, "Oh my God, it's so hard." And then she's like, "I know, let it out." And so sometimes after that, you feel really cathartic. Um, and it's okay to be in like a very uncomfortable emotional state or situation and know that like you have the ability to change your perspective once you've acknowledged where you are. Anyway, sorry. That was like a flashback. You know, this room is already cathartic, I swear. Okay, okay. Yeah, I need to cry to let it out. I have to watch some anime or something. Yeah. Um, I have a recommendation, Nia. Okay, let me see if I can get. So this manga that I've been following for a while, this season got made into an anime. It's very wholesome. It is so cute. It's called The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Um, it's like a slice of life. It's like a very mature. Like you read the manga, yay! I think Yama can endorse that it is good. Hey, Veggie Bear. Hey, Miles. Hi, everyone. Okay, we're just gonna get into it because I really need to like progress. But like, keep chatting because I'll have my iPad up with chat going. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Okay, I've changed the mic settings, so it's like, oh, it's a lot more intense. Okay, I am on wireless mic mode. Okay, we have a few things to do today. Okay, I need to preheat the oven. We have, I've literally done nothing, chat. I mean, I have not progressed with what I was meant to do. But you'll be proud to know. Oh no, why is it so dark? Man, is it dark? Hang on, let me get your chat up. Okay, chat is up. Excellent. Good job. Miles, you just ate the most gourmet food ever. Oh, is this the was it your birthday and you had teppanyaki? Is that what you were talking about? And I have pork belly. I have multiple things to do. Oh, and we need twine. We need to do some twine work. And I will need scissors. So I think I will roast the bones today. Here, let me preheat the oven first. So what do I need to do? 220 degrees Celsius roasting. Preset. Oh, and I will need a full-on tray. I reckon like middle level. Sorry. As I said, usually I'm more organized. Is that true? Not really. Oh, it's dark. Okay. Thanks, Tidy. Fixing it now. This camera is anyway. We should just name the camera like a name so that like in the you know. Can we call the camera Dwight? Can I just be like, God damn it, Dwight? No, Todd Barron. If you know the reference, then yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna call the camera Todd Barron, okay? And if you understand the reference, you're a gem. You have like deep cut knowledge. I mean, it's more relevant if it was unfocused, but I think it still applies. God damn it, Todd Barron. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm preheating the oven. I'm going to set the, oh, I was meant to put the pork belly at room temperature. Roll into a cylinder. So pork belly needs to be at room temperature. Okay, well, this is fine. I'll set it to one side while I prepare the pork bones. With the pork bones, I don't think I need to do much because other techniques parboil the bones multiple times, and soak them and stuff. Whereas this roasting is apparently meant to reduce the amount of like debris that occurs in the stock. And what I'll do is I will silicone mat it. And then, okay. I don't like touching raw meat with my hands. It's like you know what? Oh, my tongs. Yay. Okay, I have a combination of neck bones and leg bones. What am I making? We're pre-making some of the work for ramen tomorrow. We have ramen takes a lot of work. Okay. I have that. This knot is a bit tight, so I'm just going to cut through it. And we're going to be roasting these bones. And then they will be used tomorrow for the stock. And we're going to use the pressure cooker. And so I think essentially with tonkotsu, what we want to do is we want to extract the bone marrow or try and get out as much bone marrow, which is good. These are kind of split along the bones. So this is supposedly 2 kilos. Okay. What am I making? I'm making ramen. God to your meme. I don't know the meme. There's so much of the internet that I don't know. Okay, I'm going to. All right, it's not yet hot enough. So I will, now that I've, like, this is pretty much ready to go into the oven. So I'm going to set this aside. Once the oven has reached 220 degrees, then that can go in. In the meantime, we might, yeah, you can link a video. Okay, so is that is that a reference to the meme? Okay. I will actually, I'll load it up on my iPad now. And then I'll look at it afterwards. How do I put it into like, oh. I want to open up in my browser on my iPad so that I have it to look at later. Open in Chrome. Okay, excellent. And then I can go back to stream. Perfect. Here's the context. Excellent. Hey, Fox. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for the education. Yeah, I will check it out after the stream when I have a moment to sit down. Okay. The oven is heating. The bones are ready to go in the oven once it reaches temperature. Maybe we'll set a timer. Hey, Google, set a timer for 15 minutes. The quality is so bad. It's probably a very old. Well, I saw Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm like, oh, is that like a really old meme? Okay, so next while that is all prepping, and because the pork belly is still coming up to room temperature, we're gonna do the tare. We're gonna make the tare beforehand and then store it in like a jar or like a container of some kind, or maybe like multiple jars. Let me see if I can. You know what? I can find the jars afterwards. Let's make the tare first. So for tare, we need, please, hopefully my prep works okay. Okay, we need sake. We need mirin. We need, so I couldn't find kombu, but I found a different seaweed. And hopefully, I think it's okay. Oh no, it is kombu. It's just a different, it's a hidaka kombu. We need porcini. Can I use shiitake? I'm gonna use shiitake. I have some dried shiitake mushrooms. It would, I think essentially we want like condensed umami ingredients. Saba bushi, dried mackerel, which we don't have, but I did pick up katsuobushi, the kind that's used for, and how much do we need? We need 3 grams. We need a fishy umami flavor. There we go. And then we need just like I'm going to use just a standard cheap Japanese soy sauce. So I'm going to just go with kikkoman. And then we need some salt. So, okay, it calls for kosher salt, which is a small grain salt, which I don't have. Can I just use table salt and then grind it? As in, can I just like mortar and pestle to make it a finer grain? And then we need brown sugar. Do, 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 do. Where are you, brown sugar? Nope, that's cacao. That's soy flour. Oh, there it is. Okay. The vid was made 4 years ago. Their software to run the video is potato. So you have another video. I won't be able to watch it, but I can load it up to look at it later. Oh, you rickrolled it. Actually, I actually watched a interview with Rick Astley about the Rickroll music video, and apparently all the clothes. So it was a very last minute thing to make the music video. They were just like, the studio was just like, we're just gonna do it, and then he was just like, it was so random. He was like, I don't understand what's happening. He just rocked up on set and he was wearing all his own clothes. So the trench coat, the turtleneck, the t-shirt with the blazer, that's all his clothes. And then apparently in the video, you know how there's a guy that does like a backflip? One of the dancers was just like, I can do a backflip. And then the camera crew were just like, yeah, okay, do it. We'll film it. So it was kind of funny because I was just like, man, sometimes like, and then now that video is like gone down in history, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hydrate, Miles. Okay. So what I might do is I need to set up the tare to be boiling, and I might boil it. I think it's going to take me a while to figure out how to tie up the pork belly. So I will probably boil the tare on my actual stovetop, so it won't be on camera. And then what are the directions for the tare? So I mix everything. The tare is going to be the sauce, the flavoring that goes in and mixes with the broth to give it the flavor. And then the broth itself will have just pretty much like pork stock. Take on Me is another good song. Yes. Take on Me is like one of my favorites. Such a good song. Okay. So, and I've lost the bit with the tare. And also the tare is separate to the broth that I boil the pork belly in as well. So I need to, so there's two phases to the tare. There is mirin water, sake, kombu, mushrooms, and katsuobushi. And then the other half is soy sauce, salt, and sugar. And MSG, which I do have. Okay, I'll add MSG. It is a Japanese product. It's made and when it's made in Japan. Okay. Okay, oh, so it needs to steep. All right, we can do that. You have no clue what I'm doing, but you're an expert. What even is MSG? MSG stands for monosodium glutamate. Yeah, glutamate, which is like glutamic acid. And essentially it is a flavor enhancer. It is, Yeah, it's just a flavor enhancer. And so there is a slight saltiness to it as well. But a lot of people, there was, for a period of time, so historically, majorly good stuff. Yeah. And actually, different chemical structures that resemble MSG is actually found in a lot of like umami related ingredients. You put it in literally everything. Yes. And so I don't know about in the US, but in Australia, there was a historical time period when Chinese migrants came to Australia and opened Chinese restaurants and made Chinese food. And then there was a lot of like press and media coverage about how MSG was bad for you. It's actually not. The evidence has refuted that because they were like, oh, the MSG gives me like headaches and like makes me really, really thirsty. And so the thing with like MSG doesn't like, yeah, people are still scared of it. So as a result, and a lot of the sort of media stuff came out of like fear of migrants and like, yeah, just so that Chinese food got a bad rep. It's very based in xenophobia, to be honest. Yep. Unfortunately, yes. So my background is Vietnamese. So I'm ethically Vietnamese, and it's used a lot in Vietnamese cooking. Like, as in, not like liberal amounts. Just like any ingredient, it should be in balance with the other ingredients like salt, sugar, whatever other flavorings you're using. But it is very commonly used in Southeast Asian cooking. It's used in like Japanese cooking. It's essentially just a flavor enhancer. It, yeah, just like salt or sugar is. And if you have a lot of salt and sugar, you know, the same thing happens. You either feel really, really salty, like thirsty, or with sugar, you just get a massive crash, a high and then a crash. So, yeah, that's what MSG is, both the chemical structure and the history behind it. Hopefully that helps. Okay, let's set up a pot for the tare. I have my So I don't know if there is any weighing out. Okay, so we're doing this side, and the amount of water that we need. So 120 mils of water. The sun is a bit bright. Let me get my measuring cup. Approximately there. So I'm going for 120. Okay, perfect. I have 124, but I think it's okay. 25 mils of mirin. I'm just waiting for the scales to tear. So 25. 22, 23. Okay, I went a bit over by 5 grams. The response time of this scale is a bit slow. Here again, sake we're only doing 15 mils. Okay, close enough. This is such small volumes. 3 grams of shiitake. What even is that? Is in, oh, what I might do is I might actually cut these in half so to increase the surface area and just get more extraction going. Wait, that's it? Nah, man. That's 4 grams already, which is 1 mushroom. No, I'm just, I'm going off topic. I'm going to chuck in some more mushrooms. I'm going off recipe. Oh, okay. Okay, that is the shiitake mushroom. And then what's next on the list? And then we have 3 grams of, we need 4 grams of kelp, of kombu. So interestingly, off recipe classic. That's what we're here for. Like, I mean, Yama, one shiitake mushroom is not enough. I disagree. But yeah. Look, it wouldn't be an Ame cooking stream if I didn't have opinions about it, right? It's like, nah. Okay, let me do 4 grams of kelp. 1, which is like 2 strips, which is fine. So okay, guys, the interesting thing with the way that kelp is used in Japanese cooking, it's often used, so specifically kombu. Kombu is like the thicker seaweed, like the base of the seaweed. This is more like deep ocean one. It's commonly used to make dashi stock. And the interesting thing is that you're not meant to boil kombu for a period of time. You're meant to get the water up to hot and then let it steep. Yeah. You can't wait for the overbearing mushroom taste. No, 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 no. I don't think it'll be. All right, bye, Miles. Have a good day. I hope you feel better. Okay, we're gonna do katsuobushi. We need 3 grams. One of these packets is 1.5 grams. So usually with dashi, you put in the katsuobushi after the water has boiled. Are they using that technique? I disagree with the steps. Especially a good mushroom Swiss burger. Yeah, mushrooms, especially, okay, slowly, oh, the timer for the oven has, what am I at? Oh, it's probably too hot. I think it should be fine though. It's currently at 250 degrees, but I think if I just, all right, I'm putting the pork bones into the oven. And then, how long do I have to roast them for again? Let's double check. Hey Google, set a timer for 40 minutes. Okay. So that is the pork bones in the oven. We're going to roast them and then, oh, what we might do is once they're done roasting, I might put them straight into the pot. So we're going to pressure cook these bones and I might put it straight into this pot so that it's ready to go tomorrow. Yeah. So we're going to do that. And then then we're going to boil. So I'm going to boil this, which is not a lot of tartar. I'm looking at their picture and I'm really suspicious. $120 mils of water, 25 mils of mirin, 15 mils of sake, dried kelp, porcini mushrooms, mackerel bonito flakes. I guess there is going to be an extra 120 mils of Japanese soy sauce. But in the picture, okay, I assume it's fine. All right, I'll just boil it. I'm trusting you, random lady on the internet. Don't fail me. And then in the meantime, I might grind up the salt. 15 grams of kosher salt. Just to make the grains smaller. Today's prep for chashu. I thought that was going to be the soup pot. Yeah. Well, we're pre boil roasting the pork today. So tomorrow we'll do the soup pot. We'll pressure cooker the broth. Oops, there are particles. So this is going to be a very, very salty pare. Hang on, I don't like the way the I want to cushion it a little bit. I think essentially I'm making like a salt powder. It's not the same as kosher salt, but it'll help it dissolve better. You're learning Komaki Tiger Drop the penultimate move. You're still grinding away at Yakuza. What does ETA to prep the chashu? I don't know, Yama. We're going in blind. So we've got to tie the pork belly, which depending on how good I am, may take some time. With the chashu, we also need to boil it for 90 minutes. Okay, put the salt aside. Oh, so this is now come to the boil. I'm going to add 120 mils. I'll do it with this and then add it in here. This run so far is a 32-hour run and I'm just barely halfway through the first story in K1. Oh, Fox. I understand. Yeah. I need one. What'd I say? Soy sauce? Man, I already got distracted. 120 mils. $120. Okay. Yeah, good luck, Fox. There's gonna be so much more worse due to not being able to glitch the lockers. Alright, I'm putting in the soy sauce. I'm putting in the katsuobushi. And then we will this is the same stuff that you put on okonomiyaki and takoyaki. This is essentially, bonito is essentially a type of fish. It's like, I think it's part of the tuna family and it's been air dried. And then it becomes hardened like a log, like a piece of wood. And then it's shaved into thin, really, really thin strips. But it has so much like condensed flavor. It's amazing. 5 grams of brown sugar, which is 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. 1. So they said I could add MSG. So we'll add some MSG. $15 grams of salt, which is 2.5 teaspoons of salt. Okay. 1. Okay. And then we're doing 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. And then what I might do is I might actually whisk that. So I think essentially that's the tare done. Tare. Oh crap, I didn't follow the instructions. Hey Google, set a time for 30 minutes. So you meant to let it steep for 30 minutes. And then I just chucked in all the ingredients. I think it's fine. So we're going to let it steep with all the ingredients, not touch it. And then we'll take out the kombu and then we'll boil it. And you know what? I'm sure it'll be fine. You know what? The main flavor profile is off anyway, so. Essentially, wow. Do you know about a pink fish fillet that tastes like perfume? No, I do not. Yeah, no, I don't think I've had a pink fish that tastes like perfume before. There is like an odd. Oh, okay. I think it's the pork bones. There was like an odd smell, and I was like, should I be worried? But I think it's like the pork bones or the kombu. I can't tell. Yeah, where is that smell coming from? I just worry about it's not the tare. I assume it's the pork bone. It kind of smells like melted plastic. I assume it's the pork. I don't know. Okay, now on to the pork belly. We are like going through this. All right, my meat chopping board. When you were a kid, your cousin force fed me that and it took your breath away. You just never wanted, you never want to eat the pink fish again. It sounds, I mean, it depends on what the flavor is like. As in, how intense the perfume smell is. All right. Okay. Hang on. Let me rewatch a YouTube video of how to tie. No, you know what? I think we can do this. I just have to believe in myself. So, I think we go. So once I cut out the plastic, I think we go this way. I don't think. Or does this way make more sense? Maybe this way. Maybe this way. Okay. All right. We'll go like, we'll make a longer log of pork belly. I want to wear gloves. I don't like the sensation of touching raw meat. It'll be a bit harder to navigate the knots and things. Okay, that's good. Okay, I have my twine, my cooking twine. And you will die to me. Fox is just like, nah. All right, we're gonna do it this way. This is the thicker end. This is the thinner end. Maybe we'll do it around the thicker end. I think it is like this, and then I think we tie a knot, but leave enough excess. Okay. Okay. All right. And then this is the tricky bit. we kind of do like a loop-de-loop. I think it's like, and then I think if we nope, that's not it. It's meant to like tighten itself. Oh, unless we go around this end. Hell yeah. Yeah, okay. And then it self-tightens like that. And then I think we do it again like this. Okay, maybe I'm not so bad. I underestimated my abilities. Okay, and then like this. You're gonna shoot. It's the gimmick of the century. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this. Wow, the camera's really overexposed, but my hands, I don't want to take my gloves off to go fix it just yet. I'll finish wrapping this and then I'll adjust the camera. Okay. Oh, this is a very pretty. This is probably my best work yet, man. So essentially we want it to like stay like a log and look like a log. So that when it cooks, so bright, I know. Don't go towards the light, Nia. Don't go it. Don't do it. Stay with us. Okay. Come on, man. Just let me just. It looks like a picanha steak, except the other way rolled and pork. I don't know what a picanha steak is. I need to go look it up. Okay, and then essentially I do like an excess, cut it off. That bit's clean. And then we do a loop, the loop under each of these to secure the string in place like this. Okay, that looks good. Oof. Okay. Excellent. All right. And then we take the extra bit and then we just tie it together. And I think we will now like kind of like something like that. And then I'm going to double knot it just to secure it. And there we go. We have tied up our piece of pork. Picanha is how it's pronounced. Okay. Picanha steak, also known as the top sirloin cap or rump cap. It is a flavorful cut of beef popular in Brazilian cuisine. It is characterized by a thick, fat cap that adds juiciness and richness when cooked, often grilled or roasted. That sounds great. Hey, NCM. You're hungry. You're hangry. Oh my goodness. The next level as well. Nice. Thank you, Nia. Thank you. Looks good. All right, we'll trim off the excess thread because we don't need all of it rolling around. And now I can take off my gloves and I will adjust the coloring for you. So that it's not so blown out. Hold on. Properties. You're just and Australia, yeah, Australia's pretty big, but like we don't occupy all our land. Um, you're a cultured fox. You are a cultured fox. Um, so the white balance also went weird. Let me turn like that. And then let's see how that goes. Eventually one day, Chad, this stream will generate income and then I will use the funds to purchase a webcam / camera that doesn't continually try to reinstate its auto settings on me. One day. In the meantime, we'll call the camera Todd Barron and be like, God damn it, Todd Barron. The world is beautiful and there's so much to see and eat. I agree, Fox. This is why I love traveling. And I love I love researching about what the locals eat in wherever I'm going. And if like bonus points, if I get to like do a cooking class of some kind so I can like try the techniques. I still need to make for you guys momos. I did a momo making class in Nepal. And we still haven't done a stream for it. Okay, so now we need to make mix the broth that this pork is going to boil in. Oh, we also need to make ramen eggs. Okay, we have to boil like. How do you make ramen eggs? I need to boil water and then put 4 eggs into boiling water and then time it for 7 minutes. Okay. I can do that. We can multitask. Actually, no, let's do the pork first because you know what? The pork is going to take a really long time. So, do I have a pot? Will this fit the pork? It's actually a little bit small for the pork. This should fit the pork. But will it submerge the pork? What am I doing with the pork? Roll it. Put it in a saucepan. Put ingredients in it. Put it in the middle of the saucepan. So it's going to water, soy sauce, mirin, brown sugar, garlic. Turn the heat on high and let it simmer with the lid on for 90 minutes. I need to find, so if I can find a lid that fits that. Yes, okay. We're in business. So we're going to add all the ingredients in here and then we're going to boil it. So hang on, I need to get out all my ingredients again. I shouldn't have put things away. Soy sauce. Mirin. This is the same. This is the same ingredients. Oh, but we're going to add garlic. And I think the garlic will help get rid of some of the gamey smell of pork. Ooh, I need a... Hey, Google, add garlic to the shopping list. I'm gonna add like... I know they said 2 cloves, but you can never have too much garlic. That's an Ame take on the situation. Brown sugar, garlic cloves, mirin, soy sauce, and then we need a cup of water. And we're going to need half a cup of soy sauce and 1/4 cup of mirin. and a tablespoon measure for the brown sugar. Okay. Big cut, yeah. 86 done with completion, but wow, good job. Another 12% and then you can touch glass. They didn't really do K2. No, Fox, give yourself a break. Jen! Hello! You did miss Yakuza, Jen. You tier 2 sub. No, don't worry, Jen. There's like, remember, it was your payment for Ramen. Remember, Jen, it's delayed. And then it'll be like really loud, and then we'll be like, whoa. Remember this happened last time with Penguin? I don't blame Twitch. I don't know. It's time to Ahmed to start over. It's only fair. No. Okay, I'm just gonna like dump this in here like this. And this is raw meat, so I'm gonna set that aside. And oh, we're gonna crush some garlic. Let's get that out. Yeah, but Jen, oh Jen, man, you missed out on so much yesterday. I need to edit the thing. I need you to redo the Swedish stream as well since I was sleeping. Oh, NCM, that's right. You missed the Swedish cooking stream. By the way, it was delicious. Thank you for suggesting Gravlax and the chocolate cake. Holy crap. Like I ate that over the weekend. And okay, I've already finished the jar of pickled herring as well. So, so it's really good. You came in after 2 hours or so. Man, that was a really delicious stream, by the way. Thank you for sharing with us your heritage. I appreciate it. But yeah, Jen, you missed out on so much yesterday. We had like, it was like anime shonen levels of like pro tag energy yesterday. It was amazing. As in, look, I don't know about you guys, but I was like, I can't believe we just did that. Let me recount for you, Jen. Just let me just rub salt in the wound. Oh no, it went dark. Thanks, Tidy. Do do do. Puppities. See, it is a constant fight. I need to like, I'm in the middle of like riling Jen up as well. You like the store apprentice outfit today? Yeah, it's my Japanese oh, I don't even know. Wow, it just moved the exposure on its own. Yeah, it's my izakaya Japanese cooking outfit. It's now my like default Japanese cooking outfit. But Jen, it was amazing. We were playing Dragon Kart and I was terrible. I was rubbish. I was even worse than the last time I played. And then chat was like, so I was playing like, you know, the young main character, thought I was good, didn't know what I got myself into. Chat was being like, you know, the wizened coach that's like, hey young kid, you think you young thing don't know what you're doing, think you're all that. And then did my first tournament, failed. I was like, and then I had like a moment of like, do I give up? What do I do? Soul searching. And then I was like, okay, nah, we can do better. You know, we're gonna train. And then what ensued was a training arc where Chad, being the coach, was like, if you wanna revenge your, we need like an emotional connection. We need like I don't know. Oh, if you want to revenge the shogi game, the way that your family was destroyed by the soji match, then you need to learn how to drift, young kid. And I was like, drift? How can I drift? And then he's like, here's some tofu. Here's a mountain. Go drift. so so bright. Wait, let's find out. Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah. And then what ensued was just like we do a run, and then chat was like, you were too quick. You drifted too late. No, now you're drifting too early. You got to be drifting already into the into the corner. Oh, now you gotta like light drift. No, you're not ready to light drift. And then I'm like, no, coach, I'm ready to light drift. And I was like, light drift. And then, and when I say coach, literally the character of coach was played by Birchie Bear, Azalea, Fox, Nia, like everybody. Gotta turn left to turn right. You gotta be one with the tires on the road. and then and then and then we kept falling in the water on the last whatchamacallit route map of the Urban Cup. We kept falling in the water, and then yeah, and it was just like we were like in the zone. And then anyway, and then it was rough. We didn't really get that much better. And then I was like, okay, we'll do it again. We'll try. We'll enter the race. Oh no, what's a young shonen voice? Like, we'll enter the race one more time. You know, like I have improved and I've done the best I can. And then we entered the race and we were expecting to fully lose. And first round, we came in first and we're like, no, 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 no. Like heart rate was sitting at like 120 after the race is done. It was like silent. You could hear a pin drop. That was how intensely focused everyone was. And then after we crossed the finish line, everyone was like, whoa, crowd went wild, woo. And then we're like, okay, no, just because we won one race doesn't mean anything. Yeah, our skills might have improved, but, that doesn't mean that we're actually good. Don't, Coach, Chad didn't actually say this, but, I was imagining Chad was being like, yeah, nah, Ahmed, calm down. Just because you did one doesn't mean you're good. Don't let your hubris overtake what good work you've done. Focus. We have a second match to run. And then we did the second one, and it was intense as well. That's exactly what I said word for word. And then the second match went, and we were like, no, it was the shopping mall one. And then there was it was the shopping carts. And then there were a few turns where we clipped the corner, and then, but we re-steered back on track. And then we kept zooming around, and then somehow we won the second one as well. And then the crowd went wild. Woo! And then once again, heart rate sitting at 120 at the end of the race. Then we took some deep breaths. We waited for our heart rate to come down to at least in the 90 range. And then we're like, all right, again, okay. And then coach did a pep talk, okay? Coach was like, look, this has been our, what's the word? This has been our Achilles heel. This final match has always been our Achilles heel. This race that's had so much heartbreak. But you know what? 2 out of 3, pretty good. Crazy Ways wasn't saying, yeah. It's like, you did pretty good. Even if we came out 8th or 7th in this last match, you know what? You're doing it for you. And you have improved. You've done well. And it's okay. You're still young. You still have seasons left in you. This is already your second time in this arena, and it's okay. And then I was like, okay, all right, coach, all right. We're just going to do the best we can. We're going to play cautiously. We're just going to play the best match that we can drive, okay? And then we went in, and then there was like straight jump over the top, light drift, then rapid left turn, drift, drift. No, we didn't actually drift the tight corners, okay? Then there was a short straight, then 2 rapid right turns. And then we didn't drift those as well because we were like, okay, nah, we're just going to do the light drifts only on the gentle curves. And then we kept focus. And then the first jump came down the middle, landed on the pier on the other side, went around again, another jump. And then the hardest jump landed in the middle where there was a slight wobble, but we corrected ourselves. And then we did that like 3 more times. And the whole time, Jen, we were in first place. And I was like, no, just because we're in first place, anything can fuck us up. All it takes is one misstep and then we're done. We just got to focus. Just play the rest, drive the best race that we can. And then, yeah. And then we made it across the finish line in first place and we passed it. The end. Right. Back to the pork belly. I need to edit it. It was really fun. It was a very good memory. I'm glad we did it. Anyway, you're ready to apply for Red Bull F1 now. Yeah. There was no blinking. When's the next race? I don't expect the next tournament to go as well as this one, but I think we'll have to reattempt it next Wednesday. You expect back-to-back first places, no more losses. Nah, Jen. The skills were barely hanging on, okay? Barely. Oh my gosh. Okay. 1 cup of water. Whew. We gotta keep going. Have we got a cup? Okay, we have a cup. A cup of water. Is this right? Yeah, I think this is right. I think we put it in and then we... This in the middle. Okay. And then 1/2 cup of soy sauce. There's so much soy sauce. I'll pour it over the top. Give it a little color. 1/2 cup of soy sauce. And then we need 1/4 cup of mirin. Yeah, this is good. And then we need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Whew. One here. One here. Okay. So we have 2 minutes left on the tare with the kombu soaking, and we have 5 minutes left on the pork bones. So now this needs to boil for 90 minutes with the lid on, like that. So I'm going to just set it aside and let it boil. Okay, and then the chopping, like once, so in about 4 minutes, we're going to take out the pork bones and then we're going to put it straight in here. This good looking food is making you hungry, even if it's not finished. Oh no, Fox. I feel like you need to cover the pork with the liquid. But what does the recipe say? It just says put the pork in the thing. I know, right? I thought you would have to cover the pork with the liquid too. But we're going, like, maybe I will do like, hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. Like maybe every 10 minutes I'll just turn the pork. Maybe they boil it in a like put it like a giant beaker and it just goes in. Yeah, no, this recipe is just like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay, sure. If you say so. We will be also roasting the pork after we boil it for 90 minutes. And then it will also soak. Okay, that is the kombu is ready to come out of this. And then we boil this for another 30 minutes. What do you do with the kombu? I guess nothing. I'll just grab some chopsticks and dig it out. Like, like that. Can you eat the kombu? I think you can. Maybe I'll cut it up and like eat it with rice or something. It's like all this flavor. Azalea, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you? Okay, wait, I'm just checking my recipe again. So pork belly is gonna boil for 20 minutes. Oh, we need to prepare a tray with a wire rack because we're then going to roast the pork on a tray. Roast the pork on like a lifted tray. Oh, I can use the same combo that I used for the gravlax. Hold on. Oh, actually, sorry. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I need a better organization system. Okay. And I think this tray. I think this will fit the pork. Oh, the pork is boiling, which is it's meant to. Okay, so we have the timers for that. It's gonna be like this. I've been better, but you're here. Oh, I hope you feel better. But you know what? It's okay to wallow. How many of the ingredients today are expired? Actually, none of them, Jen, which is a first for us. Stop revealing our don't reveal ourselves to the new people. We still gotta feel like we're like put together, you know? You gotta like lure them in for a while. They've only just found the stream, Jen. We gotta pretend for a bit more. Why you gotta reveal me like this? Nia, this isn't the cooking stream you signed up for. Oh yeah, Azalea, you feel great because no migraine, but caffeine and carbonation. Oh no. Oh, Azalea, do you need to take a nap? Oh, okay, hang on. I think, is that the pork bones? The pork bones are done. Ooh, look at the pork bones, guys. Okay. Huh. The oven's still kind of hot. Look how good this looks. So we're going to dump this into this pot, and this is the pot that we're going to make the broth in tomorrow. I'm just doing this step today so that we don't have to do that step tomorrow. Hopefully so that we finish on time. That's the plan. What time is it now? 2:30. Okay, we're still good. I have to be out of the house, or I actually have to stop and get changed and ready to go by like 5 p.m. So it should be good. Cooking stream making a day. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad, Azalea. Where you headed to? I'm going out to dinner with a friend. This is a family friend who I've known since like I was a kid, pretty much, and we still catch up every now and then. But so pray for me, guys. We're eating Indian food. I like Indian food, but it's kind of like sometimes my stomach has problems after Indian food. And it doesn't always happen. So when we made our own butter chicken and naan, remember that stream? That was like a really early stream. That was fine. I had no problems with that. But sometimes when I have Indian food, like there's troubles. So I adore the flavors. That stream was fire. I really want to do more. We should revisit Indian food because so when I was making that stream, I had to buy ghee, which is like a clarified butter, which is used a lot in Indian cuisine. And so because I bought it from a specialty, not a specialty, but a greengrocer that's run by Indian people, they were so excited that I bought the ghee. And I still have the ghee. I haven't touched the ghee. And so I need to use up the ghee. Also, ghee is a really fun word to say. There's still so much ghee. Hang on, is it still good? Hang on, I'm not strong enough to open this jar. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I don't see any discoloration, so I think it's still good. But we still have like a giant jar of ghee. Yeah, so because the lady who sold it to me, because I asked her about, oh, which ghee should I buy? Because I don't have no idea. Cooking stream with new food recipe. Yeah, we should. I was thinking of maybe like a vegetarian one with like paneer, which is like a kind of like a cottage cheese kind of thing. Because I know some people in the stream are pescatarian or vegetarian or vegan. So I was like, oh yeah, like it'll be fun to like try something different as well. But I was going to say, so that lady, every time now when I shop, because it's a greengrocer, she's like, oh, have you made anything recently? Because when she sold it to me, she's like, oh, what are you making? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm making butter chicken and handmade naan. And she's like, oh my goodness, because I obviously look Asian, not I look Southeast Asian, not ask her for suggestion. Yeah, maybe. But she's so cute now. We're like, I have like, I'm a regular now. But yes, I wish when you watch those sitcom shows and people have like a regular bar or drinking place they go to, except that it's not in my case, it's not a bar. It's actually an Indian lady in a greengrocer's, but it's still cute, I'm going to scrape off all these like delicious charred bits of flavor and chuck it into the pot as well. I'm not going to waste any of it. I'm all for vegetarian all, but fuck, I love meat. Yeah. I really enjoy protein, like meat. So I don't think I could ever go vegetarian. But I do try to, I do enjoy vegetables, and especially like fresh vegetables and like different vegetable dishes and stuff. Okay. And like weird vegetables like bitter melon. Oh man, I love bitter melon. If you've ever had it, it's an acquired taste. And mustard plant, it's a very like Chinese vegetable, but I don't know. I think my taste buds have kind of gotten a bit blunted, not as sensitive by all the coffee and alcohol that I drink. Like, guys, I drink like Oh, 10 minutes for the pork. We got to flip the pork. Hang on. What do I need to use to flip the pork? Oh, I need to use the tongs. I actually really enjoy things like whiskey and Campari and stuff. So, okay. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. Oh, crap. Hey Google, set a timer for 80 minutes. I don't think that. Hey Google, set a timer for 80 minutes. No, not 18. No, Google. Hey Google, set a timer for 80 minutes. Okay, good job. You restrict how much you eat compared to my family because damn, they eat a lot of meat, like a lot. Yeah, I think it should all be in balance. Like, as in, your diet should be in balance with everything else. No bitter. Oh, you don't like bitter melon? Rum is all I like, to be honest. Oh, okay. But Azalea, there is so much alcohol and so many different cocktails to try. And you know what? Okay, this is something that I believe. I believe that because, I don't know, humanity has enjoyed alcohol, that it is so intrinsically linked to so many different cultures. And it's so fun to travel and try the specific types of alcohol that are made in different regions and things like that. Man, I could go on for hours about shochu, which is like this Japanese style liquor, which is fun fact, very commonly well, is like a specialty of the Kyushu region. If there has been a real moment, it's this moment, the alcohol, I mean. Yeah. You can you go. Yeah, I was a bit like, God damn it, Google. I can't take bitter taste. Don't worry, Yama. It just means that your taste buds are still very sensitive. Give it time. You'll age and then they'll die, and then you'll be able to take bitter. Never said I wouldn't try others. I love trying new things. Oh yeah, you rarely ever drink, Nia? Maybe that'd be good right now. Nia, you shouldn't drink alone or when you're sad. Because like that path can lead to troubles. Yama, 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 old love bitter. Don't worry, Yama. The day will come. The day will come where your taste buds will be old and less sensitive, and then you'll be like, you know what? It's not so bad. Right, okay, so this is ready and prepped for tomorrow. So I'm going to just let it cool down, and then I'll glad wrap it and put it in the fridge. And then tomorrow we'll add the water, and then we will pressure cook this and extract all that delicious pork taste. Man, this looks already good. You're thick-headed, but TY. That's okay. You know, one day we can do a cocktail stream, and a happy one where we're all happy, and then we can, maybe I can like prep you with a list of ingredients, and then maybe we can make cocktails together. I'm not great. I'm not great at making cocktails, but I like them. You drink because you live on airport rules. You do what you want when you want because you can do what you want. It's true. Yeah, are you excited for tomorrow? Oh, Nia, you've never had one. So, but you don't really drink alcohol. I would have to like carefully gateway you into the cocktail world. Guys, like if you can get into cocktails, you're all right making some simple ones. If you get into cocktails, and if you are if your dream one day is to visit Japan, can I just say, if you're into cocktails, the cocktail scene in Japan is insane. Like, as in, there are places that you can go to that are just so cozy. I mean, I think it also comes from my love of like jazz bars. Because I've also recently been enjoying, now that I enjoy jazz, I go to like jazz bars in Japan. But the okay, look, I don't know if it's good or bad, but the drinking scene or the social drinking scene in Japan is like part of the culture. And there are so many bars that are just tiny with so much personality, that because each little bar that's like 8 seat or whatever is put together and run by the main bartender. Man, if you you want to get good so you can make your own cocktails, yes, Elia, do it. You'll do it for me, Ahmed. No, I mean, I don't want to encourage alcoholism, but I do get a lot of enjoyment. Just don't get caught by the host. um, oh man, I really want to. Okay, I'd love to get better at Japanese so that I could go to like the mama bars and like interact with. Oh my goodness, this is my motive if I to learn Japanese, is so that I can learn how to make sashimi and sushi, go to ikebana classes, and then also go drinking around Japan. They're not very noble causes, but like, it's a life. Gotta make a Jackie Wells vodka, squeeze of lime, and grenadine. I don't think I've ever had a Jackie Wells before. Um, I think that the thing. Oh, hang on, sorry. I need to boil some eggs, but before I can boil eggs, I need to boil some water. We need to hang on. We've got the 80-minute timer. We've got the pork going. We have the tray ready for the pork. I'm going to boil water, and then we're going to boil 4 eggs, and we're going to try and do onsen egg. I'm going to boil water, and when the water boils, we're going to put in 4 eggs. Hang on. I'll get back to chat in a second. I'm going to take out 4 eggs to sit it in front of me so I don't forget. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been hard. I mean, the ability to source eggs has still been tricky. So I was only able to get like, I just buy whatever is available. So it's like this size, but they are free range, luckily. There was a time, unfortunately, where there wasn't even free range and I just had to buy cage. That was all that was left. So I don't know why the egg problem is still such a problem. Anyway, following Amo while she brings us around to a new world. Yes. Oh, man, that would be so awesome. If I would cosplay like a tour guide, and like, but not just any tour guide. I would cosplay a Japanese tour guide. So I'd have like the cute little skirt, the little vest, like a blouse, and then I'll have like the little hat, and then I'll have the little flag on a stick, and I'll be like, I'll be like, over here, everyone, line up in a line. Oh, and don't forget a splash of love. Yes, Fox. Also, honorable paint appreciation. Oh, plant appreciation. Yeah. Oh, guys, I forgot to show you. Remember last Friday I said that this plant was flowering? It is now flowered. Hang on, let me bring it closer to you. It's so pretty. Look at it. And there's like another one coming out. It's so nice. I don't even know. I can't remember what this one is called, but it's got like a bit of pink and it's like a gradient effect. It's so nice. I don't know if I can like focus, Todd Barron. Focus. No. Yeah, is it too bright? Maybe it's too bright. Like, what if I do this? Yeah, then you can kind of see the colors a bit more. Yeah, they're so pretty. Guys, appreciation of the little things. Maybe I'll turn them around so they stick into the camera. Oh, they're overexposed. You know, one day I'll get like a better camera and the lighting will hopefully be better. Eh, it's fine. We just do the best we can. Right. I need to set this aside to wash this later. And we are boiling the eggs, and we still have to boil the pork. Okay. And then, all right, let me put this away. Oh, I need to drink some water. I'm a little bit thirsty. Guys, can you believe I've not had coffee today yet? Oh, that's 10 minutes for flipping the pork. Okay. Oh, we're getting like a good color of the pork. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Hey, Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. All right. So what's next? Where are we up to? But I'm so hyper. I know. I expect to crash at any moment. So maybe I should start feeding myself coffee now. Good point, Nia. Good point. Let me make a coffee. This is my mug. Hang on. The coffee machine is blocked by this tray and my gloves. You can hang those up for now. All right. Excuse the noise while I make a shot of coffee. Oh, I need to boil some water for my long black. Did I run out of coffee beans in the machine? Yes, hold on. I need to top up my beans. Guys, Melbourne, the city that I live in, is known for its coffee. And I didn't realize, I didn't think I was a coffee snob until I traveled to the US. Long black. You love coffee, yeah. And then I traveled to the US and I was like, what is this rubbish? I was like, what is this? Is this coffee? That was rough. And then I was like, wow, I actually didn't realize I have standards, because the normal standard for coffee in Melbourne is actually quite high. So in order to succeed as a cafe in Australia or Melbourne, I think the coffee in Sydney is not bad as well. The same with Brisbane. But yeah, the standard to succeed needs to be kind of good. Oh, hang on. The water is boiling for the eggs, so I'm going to put them in. Hey, Google, set a timer for 7 minutes. Okay. So we got a timer for the overall pork. We have 10-minute timers going for flipping of the pork. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then we got the 7-minute timer. Google was like, oh, what do you want? And I was like, no, don't touch my timers. Okay, I'm gonna pull an espresso. I got my coffee cup. And for these beans, I need to draw a 19 grams of coffee. I need to extract 19 grams of coffee. No, not 19, 18. Let's go. Coffee ASMR, guys. 5, 6 grams, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 8. Oh, shit, I overshot. I got invested in the counting that I forgot to pay attention to the actual number. It's fine. Okay, and then I need to clear out. This is the, whatchamacallit? I don't know what this is called. The thing with the beans and browns. I need to clean it out. It's not the tamper. The basket. It's the basket. And then I run some water through the basket from the machine to push out any bits. I forgot to set a 30-minute timer for the tare to soak. No, wait, we need to boil the tare. Oh, guys. This is chaotic. Hang on. You know what? I blame this on not having coffee in my system. Let the hot water boil. Oh, 90 degrees. Yeah, a 9-degree hot black is okay. Okay. And then this is my long black coffee. No milk, just black. Oh, okay. Azalea, you're Canadian, so you're like a coffee noob. Don't worry, Azalea. Come to Melbourne. I will educate you. Yeah, your coffee does taste bad. Yeah. No, so okay, the one redeeming coffee is fresh diner coffee. I had I went to one diner the time I was there. I went to the R&R diner that was in Snoqualmie in Washington State, which is like the site of the show Twin Peaks. It's a nerd thing. Don't worry, it's like a Twin Peaks fan thing. Anyway, that diner had cherry pie and black coffee, and it was so good. Such a good pairing. You love a good macchiato. I don't think I've had a macchiato. I just drink like long blacks or cappuccinos. How much milk is in a macchiato? Macchiato. Espresso with a small amount of steamed milk and a dollop of foam. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. So it's like a very light on the milk, but still has a little bit of milk. I'm not that coffee intelligent. I just call it espresso pots. Cure, but I don't know. Hey, it's fine, Azalea. Coffee's for survival. Same. I press the funny button and the machine makes coffee for me. You're blasphemous. You buy pre-ground. No, that's fine. That's fine, Azalea. It's just you just have to like be using it up. The problem that happens with pre-ground is that if you don't use it up fast enough, when you grind coffee, it exposes it to air and then oxidizes the caffeine. Fun fact, I once, for chem in university, I had to extract caffeine from tea. Ends up being a white powder. A very suspicious looking white powder. Anyway. Bitter. Yeah, you can only take coffee with milk. Funny button, yeah. There is one hot drink that tops them all. Orange Pioche tea. Oh my, is this a Canadian thing? Any eat-out restaurant that isn't Dunkin' or Starbucks is jet fuel to me. Pioche? Man, orange Pioche tea. I need to Google this. Orange Pioche tea. Orange Pioche is a classification of black tea. Oh, it's a very Canadian thing. Traditional tea of choice. Okay. Must be composed entirely of new flashes. Oh, so it's like the leaf bud. Okay. It's a grade of black tea based on the size of leaf and its location on the tea plant. Oh, that's so interesting. I have not seen this tea. I do have a tea shop that I go to. I do also like tea. I think I'll see if I see it. There's also different grades of orange Pioche tea. Pekho tea. Sorry, I pronounced it wrong. This article is like, nah, you're pronouncing it wrong. Oh, especially when if you need to add things to a coffee, it's not a coffee anymore to me. This is true. Well, I mean, look, like, I drink long blacks. Once again, I'm old. My taste buds are less sensitive. I'm like, coffee. But I can understand if like people need, other things to soften the coffee blow. Cyanide. Is that how decaf coffee is made? No. Decaf coffee goes through an extraction process. The beans go through an extraction process. I think there's two methods. There's like a cold method and a hot method. I can't remember the steps, but I have watched a documentary. And it is fascinating. You should watch it. When it's black, it's almost sweet. Oh, interesting. Doesn't need sugar. Don't get the high grade. Something in the middle. Way too expensive. You say pea or... Oh, that's the eggs. Turn the eggs off. Okay, what do I do with soft boiled? Do I just leave the eggs in the hot water to like soak? While you're waiting, prepare an ice bath. Turn off the heat and immediately submerge all the eggs into the ice bath. Well, you know what? I put some water here. Oh, 10 minutes. Time to flip also the pork. Everything is happening, guys. I need some ice cubes. I should probably take out the eggs. Oh my god. Too much chaos. Okay. Just gonna... There you go, little buddies. Just gently. Gently. Okay. And then, okay, this is not really an ice bath because I probably should have used a bigger bowl. But I'll just, you know, nestle some ice in there. And then hopefully it will be okay. You'll be okay, right? Eggs. What's cool enough? Okay. And then we remove the shells. And then that will go into the same liquid as the pork. But the pork is still doing its thing. Okay, I need to flip the pork again. Oh my goodness. I don't know if... So the liquid in the pork has reduced quite a bit. I think I might add some water because I'm worried about it burning. There's still like an hour left on the pork. Just a little bit of water just to keep it, the heat transferring, because I can smell the soy sauce reducing and I don't necessarily want it to caramelize just yet. Okay. Eggs, yeah. People that wrote this, I was like, I want a venti cafe frappuccino with non... Oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna... That just sounds... I'm skipping through it. It's like strawberries, chocolate chips, coconut flakes, vanilla, hazelnut, banana slices. Star Wars intro order, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. You didn't think it would be that long in the chat box. Ah, it's fine, Fox. It's it is, at that point it's not really coffee. There's so much sugar in that at that point then. There is some water. It may not look like it, but I probably should have used a bigger bowl. It's true. It's true, Azalea. Yep, Deb probably should have used a bigger bowl, but you know. let me, it's now the ice, some of the ice is melted. Okay. And then we will, okay. And then you know the other thing I need to do? I need to find a container that is big enough. So after I roast this, I need to put the eggs, the pork, okay, hang on. So the pork is, oh, hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. So that's another timer for the pork. Then, oh, we need to boil the tartar. Is that right? We need to boil the tartar. Let me double check. There's a lot of things going on in my brain. On high until it starts to boil. Steep for at least. Oh, and let it steep for another 30 minutes. Okay, so we just need to boil up the tartar and then turn it off and then let it steep in for 30 minutes. And then we strain it. And then assume it'll be very delicious. Oh, but it wants me to whisk. You know what? I think adding the mushrooms, more mushrooms meant that more liquid will absorb into the mushrooms. So I think I need to add a bit more water to the tare to kind of like compensate for the mushrooms. Hey, typical 10, hello. What are we making? We're making ramen. Well, we're doing the prep steps for ramen. The water in the ingredients are like 95% of the way to a cake. It's true. It does definitely sound like it. At this point, do you want coffee with the other stuff? Yeah, would you like some coffee with your dessert, essentially? What's this? Hold up, let Ame cook. That's a funny meme. Good job. Good job, Nia. Okay, hang on. So we need to, all right, we currently have the pork boiling, the chashu boiling. We have the tare going up to boil. Once it hits boil, we turn off the heat and then let it rest or let it like steep for another 30 minutes and then we'll sieve it. In the meantime, I need to peel these eggs, which are hopefully soft boiled. And then we need a container. That's what I was doing. I need a container that is big enough to store the pork in liquid with the eggs. So do you reckon this will, hang on, I gotta eyeball will this fit? This is a cake box, but I think it's a container, okay? It's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna have that ready. That's ready for the pork. And then we're gonna do this. Okay. And then let's peel these eggs. Whoa. I'll pour out this water. And then I will put the shells into here. And then we'll dump the eggs in there, in the container that the pork is going to go in anyway. Ooh, it feels soft. Oh man, I'm really bad at peeling eggs. Is anyone else the same? Like a chunk of egg white just came off. I'm not going to pretend like no, another chunk came off. Oh no. It's fine. Oh, hang on. The tare has boiled. Hey Google, set a timer for 30 minutes. You know what? It's fine. I think also, in general, our supermarkets just been getting not great eggs because of the... Let me rinse this and let me show you. I give you ame egg. It's fine. You know what, actually? I'll crack them. Maybe if I dump it in some water and the water might get through the cracks of the shell and then, I don't know, it might help me peel. This is hopeful thinking. I needed a bigger bowl to shock the eggshell more. Yeah, that's true. It's too late now, Azalea. Looks at me. You also use homegrown eggs. Yeah, so I think the fresher the eggs are, the easier it is to peel. I think it lifts away. I don't think I've been getting quality eggs. The egg piece will pay dearly for their transgression. A Meg. Filter egg has seen better days. You know, this is an analogy, Jen, for us. We've all seen better days. A Meg. You need the emote now? Man, that's a good idea, Zelia. The problem is that I'm running out of emote slots. No, I have run out of emote slots. So maybe we need to do like, we need to substitute out some emotes and substitute in some emotes. But the problem is I love all my emotes. So I don't know like which ones to sub out. So I'm like, I don't know. The decision's too hard. You know what? We can think about it another day. Then have it on the list to add later on. Yeah. An Ame wave would be baller. Yeah. I really also want one. And I also want like a take note Ame as well. There's just not enough. There's just not enough emote slots. Maybe we don't need maybe we don't need the GG one. I think I can probably sub out the GG Ame. That was one of my first emotes that I made. Because we have the light stick let's go one. Which I think kind of like, you know, in terms of hype energy, fulfills the same energy. You can alternately use 70 for much more space. Oh, that's true. So the only downside with 7TV is that you obviously, I think you have to share it. Like it's part of the global library. Hey guys, the egg peeling is getting better. Okay, egg number 1. Like egg 2, egg 3, and egg 4. Like, oh, come on. It's almost like a proper egg. Scone level up sound. The cracked egg sitting in water trick seemed to work. So that was good. Okay, so you've and then I'm gonna put this in my compost bin. I'm gonna compost this bin later, the shells, because that's compostable. Okay. Okay. So I think everything is kind of under control. I mean, the pork slurs 50 minutes, as in total, to simmer, boil, whatever it's doing. We have a 30-minute timer going for the tare. We have a 10-minute timer for the flipping of the pork belly. We have the tray ready. Oh, yes. Thank you, Azalea. Yes, you're right. I should hydrate. Okay. And stretching. Thank you. And so I'm gonna leave these bowls here. Actually, I want to know whether you can eat kombu. Can we eat kombu? Like, I think you can. Can you eat kombu? Yes, edible form of kelp, widely eaten. Shouldn't more than how do I eat it? As in, sorry. I know you just put it in your mouth to eat it, but like how can I serve it up after I've used it for the stock purposes? Cook and soften beans. Okay, to cure fish, use salads. Garnish. Uses. Cook with to make vegetarian soup stock. Leftover kombu. Make furikake or sukudani. Cut leftover into thin strips and then simmer it with a soy-based sauce until cooked. Yes, I think that's what we want. Ooh, okay. We're going to do that. We're not going to waste it. I want to use it. Okay. So this is the kombu that we have. That's 10 minutes for the pork. It's the kombu was a byproduct of our. Yeah, it's a bit more water as well. Yeah. Gotta babysit this like pork belly. This chashu. Chashu. So like there's a Chinese pork called chasiu. Chasiu? CHRSIU. And then this is like a pork, but that usually uses pork neck and it's like a barbecued meat, whereas this is chashu. Anyway, there is overlap. Oh, how are we going? Stretching is important while cooking. Trust me, you know. Okay. Anything is edible once. Silly fact. Even nuclear matter. Biggest fact. Jen, I don't think we should do that. Make sure I'm not Google AI. What do you taste better? Angry pixies are doing something. What was I gonna say? Oh, fun fact, chat. Did you know that there are some types of headaches, migraine, hypertension, stress, silly eggs being mean to armies? Funny one. Because you're talking about metallic taste, Fox. Did you know that there are some antibiotics that, while you're on the course of antibiotics, can alter your taste buds, and it's the side effect is metallic taste. I think it's hang on, let me stretch my knowledge. I think it's metronidazole. Let me fact check myself. Metronidazole metallic taste side effect. Yeah, most common side effect, a slight metallic taste in your mouth. Yeah, to the tablets. But yes, that is like, you know, if I had that, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's low key. You would keep going with the antibiotic if that was the case. Lots of your meds mess with your taste, but everything is bitter as fuck. Oh no, scary. You would think you were being dosed with lethal radiation at that point. You seem to take that then a bit from the Lone Star tick. Exactly. You become allergic to meats. Oh my goodness. That sounds nasty. Hang on, we're going to strop up this kombu. And I'm going to make this sukudani. It sounds like a love song, honestly. Oh. Slicing, slicing, slicing. This is like a kind of like a thinner kombu. Anyway, I mean, it's fine. It's all seaweed at the end of the day. You come allergic to, I think, red meats only. Wow. Okay, let's see these knife skills. Where would you find? Oh, the ticks. I've never experienced ticks in Australia. I think it's a US thing. I don't know. I've experienced leeches while walking, but not ticks. Texas. Gordon Ramsay voice. Which is great because I'm never going there. Yeah, I have no reason to go to Texas. Eastern, because I didn't want to go there. Southern, Eastern, Southeastern, and South Central United States. Oh. Oh. Okay. That sounds terrible. Australia doesn't have ticks, but you get legit everything else, okay? I mean, I think a lot of it is like over sensationalized. I mean, I do find redbacks in my garden, but I have a lot of like leaf matter and they like dry spots and things like that. But I mean, you kind of like develop a sense and how to manage them. So it's not too bad. It's when you're not wary of them, that's when you get into trouble. I can't even say that I've like encountered that many snakes, like while walking and things like that. Yeah, if you're gardening, you just wear clothes like shoes that are closed-toed, long pants. You wear gloves, and then you're just more careful. That's all. You saw an eel-like creature in a house on a short. I haven't seen that shot. I can't remember, imagine what it is. Yeah, yeah, you sure it's, but like, I think it's silly not listening to Oz propaganda. I'm fearful of all crawlies. No, Jen, you're Canadian. We're a city eradicated rats. You don't trust me, Jen? Yeah. It's honestly not that bad. And especially like I live in suburban areas and I don't really see that much stuff. Yeah, we have like, you know, I've honestly not seen that many lizards or snakes or things. Okay, let me look at this recipe. What goes in this sukudani? Kombu, sukudani. You know what? I'll use the same pot that I use the eggs, and I'll boil the sukudani. And you know what else I'll do? I'll also add the shiitake mushrooms after they've soaked. They've done their soaking, and then we'll just simmer the whole bunch in. So that can go into here in preparation. Oh, I forgot to do a hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. And then that will be ready to reuse the leftovers and put it into a dish. There's max one house lizard every half year in your apartment, and that's one too many. I don't know, you just gotta like, they're more scared of you than you are of them. And you're so much bigger as well. Well, actually, you know, you got to be careful of Komodo dragons though. But they're not in Australia. Are they? Maybe northern Queensland, but they're in like Indonesia and stuff. Those guys have bacteria in their claws and mouth. So if they scratch or bite you, and they tend to have the bacteria that eat your flesh as well. So they're pretty nasty, those ones. And like when I hear Australia finds a new spider, I'm like, cool, okay, so who thought this was a good idea? I mean, the spiders are like, if you go out to Outback, there are certain things that you do. Like you always check the toilet before you sit down. Like you lift the seat up and check, you know, because you don't want to, like if you were a spider and a butt came towards you and you were just chilling in the toilet, you know, you would be pretty pissed as well. And you would want to bite that butt, you know. And then if you had boots, just like it is a very nice, comfy spot. So, you know, it's just the snake would just want to be comfy. So before you go to bed, store your boots upside down so they don't have a spot to snuggle into. You had a fly in your room, you were drying and you turn into an angry fox when bug is close proximity. You don't think you do Australia fox? You're like, hiss. Says who, the lizard? No way. I know they're not afraid. Jen's just like, I don't care. I just don't want to be near them. Casually, yeah, eats your flesh. Okay, bye. Nope, not happening. You ever gone deep into the outback, Ame? Not deep into the outback. I've done, I have done, like I'd love to, but that takes a fair bit of prep. So deep into the outback would require like a, you know, you would want your car to be prepared just in case, because you know if sudden natural disasters happen like flooding and stuff, you kind of want to have like a certain amount of stuff with you, and you also want to make sure that your car has like backup petrol and stuff just in case it breaks down, because it can be a while until people find you. So I've been I haven't been all around Australia. I've been to the states of Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland. I've been to Northern Territory, Darwin. I've been to Perth. I haven't, and Tasmania. So the one state that I haven't been to is South Australia, and I have not done the outback. There's a fair bit of preparation involved. I said toilet snakes. As I said, toilet snakes. It's not snakes. It's toilet spiders. They just like they like the toilets because it's like dry, and usually in like the outback, the toilets are a separate building to the main house. This sounds like something a spider or snake would say. Oh yeah, look how comfy this boot looks. This thing. I mean, like it's like a nice little enclosed space, and it's dry, and like you know, if I was a snake, I would like it too. I imagine. Okay, what are we still? Okay, are we on track? So we're still soaking that. So we have time. Guys, I know we're a cooking stream right now, but I kind of want to do an activity while we're waiting. I need and like I don't feel right doing a whole stream for this other activity, okay? Dragon kart racing. Hang on, hang on. So my keycaps arrived and I haven't had time to build them or swap them over. And I low-key wanna I got these I'm not sponsored or anything, but I got look at how cute they are. It's like it's a bunny one. It was on sale and I couldn't help myself. So we're gonna just swap over some keycaps. You know, we're like things are kind of done and we're just chilling and so we're just gonna like while we chat. And also, how cute is my keycap puller? I got this as a present and it's adorable. Yeah, isn't it the cutest? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm doing a keycap unboxing. Ooh. Yeah. What do I got? Oh my goodness. Bless this keycap. How adorable is this? Hang on, is there 2 sets? What is in here? Oh, the extra keys. Oh my god. Okay. Yep, okay. And I need to swap the command key for an alt key. Yep, I need an alt key. And swap this command key for another alt key. Because I use alt. Oh, wait, is there a cute keycap? Ooh, maybe I will swap. Hang on. This is where we get to like design. It's a bunny themed. Hang on. This is serious business, guys. Okay, let's have a look. So we got this enter going on here. I want to swap out this alt for a cute. So do I even use? So I definitely use delete. The problem is when I sub out some of this stuff, I forget what the keys are. So I might leave the delete, or I might swap the delete for the actual named delete. And then this is page up, page down, home and end. Nah, I don't use those. They can be cute ones. So then I'll put this one in as the alt. Yeah. Oh no, but this bunny is like even more cute. Hang on. Hang on. There's a few bunnies to choose from. All right, I'm gonna look how cute these like bunny caps are. I think I think I like the one. Wait, okay, so I think I'm gonna narrow it down to these 2. So there's a bunny that's holding a suitcase and one that's playing a guitar. And I think I want the one with the suitcase and the camera. Yeah, man, I just wish I had more keys, but I have a low profile. I have a low profile, what is it? What do my switches are called again? Linear. low profile linear keyboard. Okay, let me put this away. And then we're going to do a swapsies. And put that. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to switch them up every week. No, it's too much effort. How are we going? Okay. I love that key first I'm seeing it. I love it. Oh, thank you, Azalea. It's a pre-made one, this base one that I bought, but I really like the low profile and I like the white color. So like I have custom made my another keyboard. Hang on. Let me show you my keyboard collection. Hold on. Hang on. I gotta work up to like my pride and joy. I gotta show you my like. Oh, that is 10 minutes on the pork. Hang on. I gotta flip the pork again. Oh, I need to add more water to the pork. It's getting really charred. Oh. It's on the lowest heat. I think I'm doing everything right. I think I need more water than that. Hang on. Okay. All right. Hey, Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay. I have like other keyboards, but I'm going to show you the ones that like I have actually customized. So this one, it's in a case. Electronics on the cooking table. Yeah, don't worry. We don't talk about it. It's fine. This one is one that I custom made, that I built from a kit. So this one is like a hang on, let me oh my god, we're doing I have so many keys usually. Also, hang on. This one is like a marble rumbly sound. So it has the tape mod. I also tape modded, I band-aid modded the modify keys, and it has a keycap that is like a thicker keycap for more like rumble sound. So I'm going for like a marble sound, okay? And I'm putting the mic near the keys. No, I think the audio gating is no, can you hear anything? No, I don't think it's like no. I don't think it's picking up. But just trust me when I say you hear it a bit. Yeah, but I don't think it's giving you the full experience. Doesn't do it justice. No. I think I would need this is like an omnidirectional mic. I think I would need like a directional like shotgun mic. But yeah, so the reason why I don't have a heavier plate is because it's expensive. I was on a budget. So yeah, so we've got like an ice cream thing with like a squishy mouse cat paw pad. So this is one that like I wanted to make from a kit. So this is the KBD. This like KBD fans one. I don't think they make this model anymore. Now, my ultra cute one, the cutest one that I have, and these, okay, look, disclaimer. These keycaps were expensive. And yes, I know they're expensive. I don't own a lot of keyboards, okay? I limit myself because it is a slippery slope, all right? This one has the Magic Girl keycaps. This is the original Magic Girl keycap set. Oh no, it's too bright. You can't see it. No, I don't know if you can see it. No, I need to turn down the light. You have that set. Yeah, I have that set. So it is it's a little bit dusty, excuse me. But I also got these like Sakura keycaps, which isn't part of the keycap set, but yeah, it's so beautiful. And then I also I got another squishy squishy cat paw to put for the escape. So yeah. That's a hell of like, guys, that's what like this is my most expensive keycap set. But like when you see it, how can you not? Okay? How can you not? It's yeah. Anyway, look, this was during my corporate phase, okay? I was I was buying things to fill the void. And it happened to be keyboards. And I was like, you know what will make me feel happier about my job? If I was typing on cute keys. So that's my excuse. Everyone's been there. I tell you, everyone has been there in a corporate job. All right, let's start swapping these keycaps. That was fun. That was good. Oh my goodness. This is so dusty. Hang on. I think I need to, oh, I wish I had like another. You know what? We might just like air. ちょっと待ってください. Okay, we're just going to clean the keyboard while we do this. And we'll just have to do it one by one. Swap this out, swap this in. So yeah, just casually making ramen and swapping out keycaps. How is your day going? But yes. Are those Kylie box yellows? No, these are low profile. So I don't really want to like, you know, spruik this brand because I'm not sponsored or anything. I don't actually have any sponsors. I don't know why I say that. But this is a Newfie keyboard, and I think it's a Gatoron collab with Newfie. Hang on, let me double check. Newfie. Actually, let me check my order. It has been a really long time since I've bought any keyboards. I swear, it's been a very long time. So I've actually forgotten. These are linear, and I think these are like a Gatoron Newfie collab. Let me have a look. Where is my Newfie order? I can't even find it. Oh, here we go. So the Air 75 V2, and it came with like custom. You could choose which key caps you wanted, and I think I chose it's the aloe. It's the aloe. I'm pretty sure it's a Newfie. Hang on, let me double check. Aloe, Newfie, low profile switches. Is it a Gatoron code? No, it's just the Newfie. Newfie started making their own switches. Yeah, yeah, it's really thin. So when I use my full height keyboard, I always need a wrist rest. And then because at the time I was traveling a lot for corporate work and going from my normal setup to whatchamacallit. So so essentially what my setup was if I worked from home, I would use my Magical Girl keyboard. If I was working from my office, I would use my KBD. And then when I traveled at the time, I was using the laptop keyboard, and it was terrible because they're a type of switch called, for people who aren't into keyboards, they're like a scissor switch. I think it was just like I think my laptop was just like a Dell. Anyway, it was not pleasant, and I got really, really mad. So then I ordered this one, which also comes with a folio. So this is essentially my travel keyboard, my travel mechanical keyboards, because like, man, my brain was literally like, man, if work is going to make me travel, like I am going to like bring like a full sort of setup. So I would bring in my backpack this keyboard, my laptop, as well as like a laptop stand, and then as a monitor. So normally they would have like, depending on where I'm going, if it was like a client visit or whether it was like another site, it generally worked pretty well to sort of like elevate the laptop screen up to like height level for ergonomics reasons. It's sad when work and home use is different. OS, Mac versus Windows. Yeah, it is. But yeah, so since I quit that job, I now just have a bunch of keyboards lying around, and I actually don't need these keycaps. I know they were an impulse buy, but I always wanted, for this low profile set keyboard, I always wanted a really, really cute one. And so, yeah. And I, Windows 10, my beloved, yeah. Gotta feel cute and happy. Yeah. And I currently have and it matches, this color palette matches my Pusheen desk mat so well. Like, I cannot even, I'm gonna have to, I can't actually show you my Pusheen one because it has all my monitors and stuff on it. So I can't actually show you it, but just trust me. Just trust me that the Pusheen desk mat, like, yeah, I know. I'm an adult woman and I have a Pusheen desk mat and I have rabbit keycaps. What about it? Yeah. And as a corporate girly, like my laptop was just covered in stickers and I was like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Serious middle-aged businessmen, like, you need my expertise. Yeah, it was fun. I just like to like, yeah. They needed me more than I needed them. Chad Sigma Arme, yeah. I was kind of like, and also like, so much of it, I was like, you know, like conversations, yeah, I shouldn't just assume that you know, but sometimes you have conversations with your manager. I didn't have a very good manager. Sometimes you have conversations with your manager and they're like, we need you to come to this site. And I was like, why me? And it's like, oh, no one else can like placate the customer like you can. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? Like, it's because like that's not even part of my, like, towards my latest job, which was a product specialist, which kind of like was meant to be kind of more product design. I shouldn't be having to, it wasn't part of my job description to go handhold the client. I'm happy to run workshops, but anyway, I don't mean to trauma dump. Sorry, chat. We've already talked about this before, but yes. So it was a little bit of my rebellion to just like, and you know what else I would do in the office? I would, okay, it's not that I cosplay, but you know how I have a thing for like office ladies and like cute outfits? I would sometimes wear like, I would wear like, I would kind of like do like, not schoolgirl bound, like it's like kind of schoolgirl flag because it was comfy, okay? I would have like knee-high black socks, these like cute little like lace up Berg shoes and a cute little vest and like a white shirt, and and people would just be like, what, are you gonna go to school? And I was like, no, I feel cute. What are you gonna do about it? You stick stickers to the back of your monitor because it's mine. Yeah, I got a Rick and Morty sticker and a cat girl. Oh, my my laptop was covered. So one of the things I like to boba thick, booba thick. Oh, hang on. How is this pork going? Oh, I think the hang on. I think we need to fish out the strain the stuff from the tartar and then put the tartar in a jar. Damn it. Hang on, I need to protect these keycaps. And then and I'm gonna put this keyboard away while we transfer the liquid. So we're going to strain the tartar into a jar. Hang on. Let's hope that my estimation skills are good. I'll do something like this. Okay. So I have this jar. Hang on. Stay there, keycaps. I have my tartar. I think the 30 minutes timer is up. Yes. And then we're going to get a sieve. I want one that will fit, whoa, the jar like that. And then we're going to, you know what we're going to do? We're going to fish out, we're going to fish out the mushrooms with a pair of chopsticks first and set it aside. So we're going to later chop up these mushrooms and boil them with the kombu and eat it with rice. Well, we don't have to do it this stream, but I just don't want to waste these mushrooms, you know? It's like valuable flavor. Okay, and then we're going to this feels like a disaster waiting to happen. You know what I'll do? I will put the jar in a bowl. What's happening with chat? Okay, protect the cap. Yes, he socks my beloved. Yeah. Now he's okay. Ooh, all right. We've got this, and then we're going to strain it. Okay, that wasn't too scary. That was okay. All right. And then I will rinse that. And then this is good. Do you reckon we could like add this katsuobushi? I reckon we could. You know, and because I'm lazy. Where are those scissors? I'm just going to cut these mushrooms up with scissors rather than bring out the whole shebang with the chopping board, the knife and everything. And then what I'll do is I will simmer this with soy sauce and mirin, and then this can be like a rice topping. And then it'll be delicious. You hear that? Mushrooms and you're gonna be delicious. That was extremely spooky. Very scary strainer. This is actually a tea strainer for tea leaves and for like a teapot kind of thing. But I use it for like other, well, that's initially what it was marketed to me towards. But then I use it for like other purposes. So if I just cut these in half. Yeah, I think around that size. Okay, that's good. And then I will rinse my fingers. And then I'm going to dump. Yeah, let me put the lid on this so it's secure. So this is for tomorrow. Yay, and I'll put it in the fridge straight away. And then I'm going to dump this stuff out. I'm going to just boil all of this, honestly, and make like a soy, brown sugar kind of like flavor like simmer it down. Make it like a thick. I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna do like that amount. And it's already like a bit. And then we'll do, you know what? We'll do the trifecta. We'll do mirin, like about a tablespoon. And then sake. And then, but then we'll add sugar because we want it to be kind of like salty but sweet. So like about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. And then we'll also add some water to submerge it all. Yeah, like this. And then I'm just going to boil this, and that will be my thing to eat with rice. You know what would be cool if I put it in like a onigiri? Okay, and then I'll bring it up to the bottom, and then I'll just let it simmer, and then just keep an eye on it. Okay, and then back to the keyboard. Where's my keyboard? There we go. Ooh, I think that's an easy ban. Yeah, hang on, can I do this? Yes. Ban. 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 Hang on, I think my iPad needs a battery pack. Dun, dun, dun. Man, you guys are so much fun. Thanks for being enthusiastic about my keyboards. Okay. So, ban. Maybe I have to do it through my PC. Hold on. Let me... Oh no! No! I accidentally banned. How do I unban? No! Wait, Fox! I made a mistake. Hang on. How do I... Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, Fox. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hang on. I need to plug in a keyboard. Panic, 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 panic. I accidentally clicked the wrong name. Hold on, Fox. Don't go towards the light. Wait, how do I, like, with the unban, like, is it just a shortcut called unban? Oh, okay, unban, Fluffy. Oh my god. Fox, Fox. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh my god. Are you okay? Do you need CPR? I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was terrible. I was trying to ban this bot, stupid bot. And then I accidentally clicked your name. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Fox. It was my mistake. And then I panicked. And then I didn't have my keyboard because my keyboard was in the kitchen. So I had to go run and get the keyboard. Oh my goodness. It was like it was like it was like I had to like put the, you know when you do CPR and then you have to put the patches on someone's chest and then you're like clear dish and then oh defibrillator. I mean, it was like I had to get the defibrillator. Oh my goodness. Please forgive me, Fox. I'm so sorry. That was you know what, it was really traumatic for me as well, but I can imagine it was worse for you. You're probably like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong, Fox. It was me. I was trying to ban the bot and I accidentally banned you. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm fine. Okay. Oh, I still feel really bad though until I charge one. Yeah, yeah. I was like, patches on, everyone clear, charge. You can say that you're a bad fox now. It sounded like you heard dramatic music play. It was like a medical drama, guys. It was like a medical drama. Oh my goodness. Maybe too much caffeine for me. Oh, we're almost done with the 6 minutes on the pork. Hang on. I'm gonna go with the temperature. 200. Okay. Maybe before we start back on the keyboard, I need to hang on. I need to prepare the spot to do the transfer of pork, and then we need to put it in the oven. So we're gonna do how do we do this? How do we do this? Oh, we need a corkboard. And oops, we need a corkboard for the thing. This needs to be cleared out of the way. And then we're gonna do a villain arc Fox. Fox is like, if you're gonna make me the villain, you don't know what you're getting into. Fox, no, what character would you play? Wait, would you do like a Kiryu? Oh, you can do a Kiryu arc where you had to like do time. You did time on our behalf, and then you got out of jail, and you're like, and life has gone on, and you're just like, you know the scene where Kiryu comes out of jail. You have a tragic backstory. You're thinking Doctor Doom levels of evil. You love how the two cooking tools your avatar has are a ladle and a damn blowtorch. The thing is, I actually do have a blowtorch. I just drew it based on what I had in my kitchen. We will be using the blowtorch tomorrow when we char the pork. Yeah, let me flip the pork one more time. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so there is like 4 minutes left. We're just gonna patiently sit here and wait for the pork to be done, and then we're gonna transfer. 10 years in the past, is Elliot. Or 10 years in the joint. Yeah, Fox was just like, man, I've seen some things. I'm no longer who I once was. I'm a changed person now. Who doesn't have a blowtorch? Exactly. You'll be working tomorrow. I might miss the torch. Oh, well, I can show you the torch. There's nothing too fancy. There's a top bit, and then there is the gas bottle, and then it's a little bit dangerous, but you essentially attach it like this, and then you twist it across, and then it locks in, and then you twist it to like let out the gas, and then you light it, and then you go etc. Am I playing with fire? It's gonna be terrifying. Yes, we have had some incidents on this cooking stream. We've also we have also accidentally. Do you guys remember? Well, older viewers might remember. We've also accidentally gassed ourselves with. We like somehow vaporized chili powder, and then I inhaled it, and then I kind of no, was it cumin powder? It was either chili or cumin powder, but I don't know how we did it, but we vaporized it, and then I had to kind of vent the house. That was an experience. That was rough, but yeah. Yeah. Is the pork almost done? 2 minutes. All right, we will wait patiently. It was pretty good, guys. So then we're gonna roast it at 220 degrees for how long? Let me double check. For 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, good. So only a short period of time. And then we'll take it out and like smoking straight capsaicin, yes. I don't recommend it. It wasn't a fun experience. I've tried it now, and I can. Some might say that shit was fire. Yeah. I can say that, I don't recommend it. It wasn't fun. Please don't do it. Do not recommend. Okay. So, all right. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for the pork to come out. How much time left? Ah, you know what? 47 seconds. It's ready. We're going to turn it off. And I'm going to show you where we've gotten up to with the pork. So I think if we shuffle this over. All right, ready? Sorry, there was a lot of steam coming up. Oh no, chat. Oh no. Hey, hang on. Chat. Oh no, I was gonna clean your face. 0 out of 10. We're not light again. Yeah, we're not. Pork shibari time. Oh, she's turned up good. Oh yeah. Hey, Betty Bear. Welcome back. Oh yeah. This is one side of the pork. Oops. And that's the timer for the pork. So we're a little bit premature. Oh, look at it. Look at that baby. Okay, we now will transfer to this tray, and then we're going to bake this for 8 to 10 minutes. Leave the strings on. Oh, we tied some good knots. We tied some pretty good knots. Like, everything is quite steady. I just want to get the sauces off. Actually, you know what I'll do? I might put down some baking paper on the bottom of the tray, because I know that it's going to drip and then it's going to caramelize and then it's going to be a bitch to clean. So like, let's just save ourselves some grief and just like lay that down like so. Okay. And then we're going to pick this back up again and just let it drip off a little bit. Okay. Bet you missed a fun time. You did miss a fun time. Mainly your villain arc rolling around. Oh yeah. Ooh, that was rough. There's also a fun time. Were you teaching Ame how to drift the chashu? It was so yummy. Alright. It's going across. Okay. Okay. Alright. So far so good. Nope, something even better. Drifting the no. Alright, this is going in the oven now for let's do 8 minutes. Hey Google, set a timer for 8 minutes. So this is gonna go. I think I have to use this container. And then I'm going to, this is like golden, this is like magical marinade sauce shit, okay? But I don't think there's enough marinade. I think it's quite thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water just to dilute it, loosen it up a little bit. And then as I do that, I'm going to scrape down the sides. Man, I had a spatula before that I was using. Where is it? There it is. That I used to scrape the pork bones. Just gonna scrape that down. Oof. That caramelization looks so good. Okay. I cannot even. Man, can you imagine if like, do you know what would be cool is if like I could go travel to different countries and like do like a pop-up, like a supper time pop-up, and then people could like buy tickets But then I think I would have to do, if I was going to cook for people, I think I would have to do like certification training, like for food safety and stuff, which I don't think is actually that hard. And then I'm going to simmer this. And then can you imagine if I had like a pop-up restaurant in your city, and then you could buy tickets, and then I could serve you like a delicious meal? Wouldn't that be fun? I think that would be more fun than just like a meet and greet. Like, you know, at a con, it's like, oh, 2 seconds of like, hello, take a photo. I mean, this is like daydreaming, okay? But wouldn't it be fun? And then, then we could have like, I could curate an evening, as in you come in, I have like alcoholic / non-alcoholic cocktails as you walk in, and then we could have like little entree canapé thingies, and then you can meet like other people in the community, and then you would sit down, and then maybe I know, I would style it like a cozy jazz event with like cabaret tables and candles and stuff, and then we would like play it out, and we could do like our favorite dishes from the streams, and then there'd be a different, I don't know, we could just do it. Oh, we could do a vote which one it was. But I think it would involve a lot of stuff. Like I think I would have to like rent out a pop-up restaurant space, and then a commercial like kitchen kind of thing. And I think I would have to have a team of like chefs, because like, I can cook one thing. Oh my God, wouldn't it be funny if we did like I did a live and cook in front of you? Oh, but it would end up being like 4 to 6 hours of you just sitting there staring at me being like, oh man. You're gonna have to ask Ame about the incident. Just got here. It was a dark and stormy day in the chat of Ame. There won't be expired items if you're a pop-up store, huh? To die for that one. Instead of omakase, it's amekase. That's so funny, Jen. The US food safety is way too easy for having people make really bad restaurants that show on Kitchen Nightmares. Oh my goodness. Omakase. Hi, Ame as private chef. Yeah, they'll say that with the Queen's Gambit. This is like that chef movie. Or if I had like a food truck. Nah, but then I reckon like an evening with Ame would be more fun. Because then I could do like, maybe I could do like, have like a jazz thingy. I could do a karaoke for you. Live karaoke. And then I could cosplay as a jazz singer. That would be fun. And I could do vintage style clothing. You're back, Azalea. Do you charge more for the OL title? Shotgun ordering the cheeseburger and living. What cheeseburger? Where's the reservation link? Good luck, everyone else. Betty Bear, you won't want to try my food? You don't want to try my food? Yeah, one day. Maybe one day. That would be fun. And then like, yeah. I think that would be fun. And then I would have an excuse to like visit all these different cities. And then I would like, it could be like a tour. Instead of like a rock band tour, it'd be an Ame cooking tour. I think there's a lot of logistics though. Or actually, if I had like a food truck, then I could just like do a road trip around America or something. But then how would I bring that to other countries? Yeah, I have to find a way to get to Singapore and stuff as well. And Sweden. Yeah. Gotta All right. Okay. So I've diluted this, and then we're gonna chuck it in this container. Okay. Let me. What if I had like different segments the evening? I could just cosplay in different outfits. Nia, please spoilers for the menu, I guess. Please don't go to America. Agreed, except Kali. That'd be better. I would probably wait until to see what happens with the security situation. It's kind of like at the moment, I think yeah, Australians have been having problems at the border not border, at airports to try and like get in. Okay, man, look at that. Eggs, be friends with this marinade, okay? Just, you know, hand around, stir around. Let me pull it, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, it would probably be like, I don't know. It's a dream. It's good to have dreams, okay? It's good to have dreams. All right, that's good. I'm going to soak this to make my life easier later. I'm going to wash all of this. And this doesn't fit in my dishwasher, unfortunately. Oof, okay. Guys, this is where the sukukami is going. It's a little bit nasty. And how's the flavor? You know what it needs? It needs some garlic. I'm just going to use this minced garlic. This is a made-up ramen recipe, but like, it's not too bad, you know? And then stir in the garlic. Okay, and I'm going to put that back on the heat. Ooh. Okay. So that's still going. Oh, that's the timer for the pork. Okay. All right, the pork's going to come here and then it's going to transfer to there. I'm going to stop that timer. Actually, I got to check the pork to see whether it needs a bit more. Ooh, nope, it is done. Oh my goodness. So there is a bit of unevenness to the char. Holy moly. I think I actually want to blowtorch this side because this side is like even, but I don't think I want to put it any longer in the oven. But I think I want to even out the grill on it. So let me get a gas can. We will be using the blowtorch today. Okay. And then I need a lighter. Whoop. Now, I need to move anything that can be melted or is flammable away from this tray before I do this. Safety first. All right, this is good. Okay, and then maybe I will turn this tray like this way. Hang on. Shit. Wait, this is a bad idea. There is thread on this. No, wait. Will the thread light up? What's happening? Imagine this, Father. Oh, what's this? Okay. That's such a funny emote from Nia. If you think about it, eggs are just chicken balls. I just want to pour that on rice and shove it in my face. It's a time where I'm like, yay! My top 2 favorite cooking content creators, Ahmed and Babish. Oh, Babish is like my idol. I mean, I can't. We'll see if there's a bunch of ingredients. I'm gonna head out, toast the jog night in the city. Enjoy the rest of cooking. No worries, Betchy Bear. Thank you for dropping in. No, you're already gone. Oh, you're already hydrated. I pretend that at the end. Okay, I will hydrate. Thanks, Betchy Bear. Okay. All right. We're gonna try, but this might catch on fire. And if it does, we'll stop and blow it out. Okay, it's not catching on fire. This is good. Ooh, yep. Yes. Okay, now I can, that's a good amount. Do I have any stitch on standby? I do not. Fox. I actually probably should train myself in fire safety, huh? Maybe I should buy a fire extinguisher. Maybe that is a good idea. All right. This is now ready to be marinated. Oh no. Man. So we're going to bring this back. And then put it aside. And we need the tongs again. Oh yeah. These ones, because we're going to lift it up. Oof. And it's going to go straight in here. Okay. And then it's going to sit in this liquid. And I'm going to do this for, I'm going to set a reminder in my phone to flip this at the halfway point. So when we're doing the stream at 11 tomorrow, now it is currently 4 p.m. I think if I flip it tonight before I go to bed, and then that should be good. So I'm going to set a timer, like 9 p.m. Flip pork in my calendar. Is it done burning? Yeah, it's all safe now. It's all safe now, Nia. Ooh. Oh, a piece of pork fell off. It's delicious. Smart idea, especially in the kitchen. If the food gets ruined, you can just remake it. Not the house, though. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay. So, I think, actually, so we still have some time. It is currently 4 p.m. I think I have to end stream in like 15 minutes, which is fine. So I think we have time to, should we prep the other toppings? You know what we can do? We can, I'm going to put the lid on this. So this is going to sit in the fridge and I'm going to flip it this evening before I go to bed. And then it should be evenly flavored, hopefully, by the time tomorrow rolls around. So I can go into the fridge. And then, so to recap, we have that pork belly done. Whoops, this is not okay. This is actually okay. This is not too hot. I can turn the oven off now because I think we're done with all our oven shenanigans. We've also prepped all the pork bones to be ready for the pressure cooker tomorrow. So this will need to be washed. Man, I have so much washing to do. Life. Okay, and then, so this is good. So I'm going to, oh, I have a beeswax cover. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to wipe that top bit just a little bit. So I'm going to use that to cover. Like I was just going to glad wrap it, but I can save some plastic and I can use a beeswax cover to protect that. Because it doesn't need to be an airtight seal. Just a cover is good. And I'm going to make some space and it's going to live in the fridge until tomorrow. And then we will pressure cook the bones. And then in the meantime, I'm boiling down the suku kami. So the other things we have to do today is do the bamboo shoots, soak. So I have some toppings. I have some wakame, some bamboo shoots, and the black fungus, which I've all had in ramen before. in your parents' kitchen, they have like a 55 centimeter tall fire extinguisher. It is massive. I don't see how it could be lifted. Not that you've had to lift it because you don't cause fires, because it's gonna fight you. I think I would probably just get a small one. I think a small one would be sufficient. I think just to put out like a kitchen fire. Oh damn. How? This sukudani, I just tried a piece and it's kind of salty. So I think I need to add some more water. And I think I need to add some more sugar. I think there was too much soy sauce. And then I'm going to try boiling that down again. And just adjusting the flavors. Okay. I can go back on the heat. So we're going to prep these. So we're going to open up, we're going to drain this. What are we going to do with the bamboo shoots? How do we do, so normally bamboo shoots in a can has like a very like, I don't like the flavor. It's kind of like a weird flavor. So what I might do is I might blanch it. Open the can, rinse it out, blanch it with hot water, and then rinse that out, and then potentially like do like a bit of vinegar, sugar, kind of like a pickle, essentially. It's probably not OG, but like there's not really recipes for the bamboo shoots and how to prepare them for ramen. So I think you just YOLO, do whatever you want. I think I'll go for like a more lighter flavor. I think I want to balance out the, so I'm draining out the bamboo shoot. I'm going to add some more hot water. I mean, not hot water, tap water. And just rinse it out again. This again. Okay, so I have the can. I dump it. Whoa, okay. All right, we've added that in. And then I'm going to add water up to the line and blanch it. Oh, there's still another bamboo in here. And I think, man, how does it taste like now? It's kind of tasteless, honestly. So I think I can probably, it doesn't actually taste or smell. It's actually just bland and texture. Which is like, so maybe I don't need to blanch it. Maybe I can just add the flavorings. So I'm thinking a bit of rice vinegar. Rice vinegar or white vinegar? Maybe white vinegar. White vinegar is a bit more neutral. Like it's just straight vinegar. All right, we're going to do some white vinegar. We're going to do, normally like a pickle is like vinegar and sugar. Okay, so I'm going to do kind of like that amount of sugar. And then we're not going to add soy sauce, but let's do some sake and some mirin. Mirin, sake. And then we'll boil that to let the sugar dissolve. And that can be our bamboo shoot flavoring. Let me just give that a stir. And I'm going to boil that up. And this is going to be one of the ramen toppings. So we're going to have egg. We're going to have egg, chashu, bamboo shoots, the black fungus, and wakame. Okay. So I'm going to boil the bamboo. How is this? Yeah, I want to kind of test this. This is our little leftover mushroom kombu dish. Less intense. Still kind of intense, so I think I need some more water to dilute it a little bit. A little bit more water. The salt is kind of, it's like, it's not that it's salty, it's just like very concentrated soy flavor, soy sauce flavor. Yeah, I think let that boil and then I think kill it. Kill the heat. And then maybe thicken it. Yeah, maybe thicken it. Okay, but that flavor is like good where it is. Okay, the black fungus, we are going to boil some water and then mix it. And we're going to soak it overnight. So it's a good thing we're doing it now. I'm going to grab my trusty container. I don't think there is much I have to do with the flavoring for this because I just don't, like, it's more for the texture, more for the crunch. I just need to estimate how much is a good amount to make. Okay. Like that amount. It expands. It kind of has like a crunchy texture. Yeah, this will do. And then, what flavoring? Maybe like a similar, maybe like a little bit of soy, not too much because I don't want it to be too salty. So like a teaspoon. And then a little bit of vinegar. And then I'll add the hot water and then it can just soak overnight. It's gonna be great. Actually, I'm kind of looking forward to this ramen. Okay, water is boiled. Add the hot water. So we have the black fungus in with like some soy, a little vinegar, and then that will just soak overnight and rehydrate for tomorrow. And I've just done the boiled water to sort of like kickstart the process. Okay, that is good. So I'm going to let that cool down before I put that in the fridge. Just kind of lightly put the lid on top. Now, this dried wakame, I'm running out of containers. Oh, no, like my... Okay, I'm going to just use like this like Tupperware container. So this is a different type of seaweed. And it should rehydrate nicely. So I think it shouldn't need a lot. Like, that amount. Kind of like that. I think with this one, because it's already seaweed flavor, I'm just going to add water and that's it. And I think I'm just going to do a cold soak of straight water. Like that. And leave it overnight. Alrighty. Alright, we're still boiling the bamboo. And we're boiling the sukakami, whatever it's called. sorry. The soy sauce kind of irritated my throat, like the condensed, really strong flavored soy sauce. I can do a little bit of tidy up. I still have my keyboard that I want to build, but I'm running low on time. It's currently already 4:30 my time. So I'm gonna put away some of these dirty bowls, stack the dishwasher, and then I'll, when I go out, and then it can be ready to be started tonight. Tongs in. Everything else should be okay to hand wash. We're getting there. I struggle with seaweed flavor, but the salmon rolls and the California rolls and the planet this week. Time in the planet, yeah. Yeah, seaweed is an acquired taste, and also don't feel too bad because like there's also different types of seaweed. I can't handle the like super oceany type. I like it when it's like being kind of flavored with other things, or it's, I don't mind. Do you struggle with the dried ones as well? Because unfortunately they're used a lot in a lot of different seaweeds and stuff. Sorry, a lot of different sushi rolls. So that would be unfortunate. But at least with the seaweed ones, the sushi rolls, I assume you still eat them anyway. There is like plenty of other flavors that like overcome the sushi. Then you get me who likes that oceanic taste. Weird. There's really anything ocean I struggle with. Oh, okay. I do enjoy oysters, but I know a lot of my friends struggle with oysters because of that oceany taste. Some of them even struggle with like mussels, which is like another type of shellfish. So I feel like you would probably struggle with those as well. It is if you're not used to it, it can be quite a lot. Just really anything, yeah. Okay, so what I think we're pretty much doing pretty well. Hopefully it should be a pretty easy run tomorrow. I'm hoping that, okay, so tomorrow we have the pork bones to simmer and cook down, the ramen noodles to boil. We've prepped everything else. We have to chop up the spring onions. Oysters are a long ways away from a place where I wouldn't almost regurgitate. I barely get past cod. Oh, that's a shame. Miso cod is a dish that is delicious. Cod is very delicious. You hate flabby meat, Nia. Do you mean like really fatty meat? Or like, yeah, what is a cut of meat that you would categorize as flabby? Okay, let's soak that. I think this is pretty much, and that's still going. Let's leave that. All right, let me test again the sukudani. I don't have any rice though at the moment. Ooh, that flavor is so good. Okay. It's a little bit more liquidy than I would have liked, but the mushrooms have absorbed all that flavor and the wakame is pretty good. So this would taste pretty good, like just the sauce poured on white rice. That was really good actually. because it also has the flavor from the katsuboshi. Okay, well, at least that's a success, and I have something to eat. Okay. Oh, Zelly, you live on cod. I think cod is not as common here in Australia. We have a lot of we have barramundi, we have salmon. You can still get cod, but not as common. Here's so much. Leaner the better. Oh, okay. Being loud really hurts your taste. That and not being fed seafood as a kid. Yeah. I would probably also say that the way that it's prepared. So I think I think if you had like fresh seafood that was more simply prepared, the flavors are so much nicer. Chilean sea bass is better than cod. To be honest, I can't really take seafood. Something about the fishiness smell. Yeah, that my sympathies to you guys, because honestly, what I'm thinking right now is like, man, that sucks because you miss out on so many different dishes. But you know, if you don't enjoy it, you don't enjoy it, and like that's fine. It's just that I I mean, there is still a lot of other foods in the world to eat, so you're not missing out on too much. Mm. 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 This bamboo shoot is still kind of like watery tasting. I'm gonna add some mushroom stock powder to see if I can adjust this. And I think, unfortunately, it is missing some soy sauce. There's like soy sauce in everything. But I'm just gonna add like a tiny amount. Most fish can be prepared in a way that's not as fishy. Like, mother's a good cook, but my mother hates seafood, so could never get it. Usually I eat salmon and sea bass, sadly. Salmon gang. So there's also another, so in Australia we eat a lot of fish because we also have a culture of eating fish and chips. And so, and we do a lot of, we're an island, we're surrounded by water. So we have a lot of, we have a lot of fish in our diet. This is not like flavorsome enough. How can I make this more flavorsome? I think maybe a little bit more soy sauce, but not too much. I don't want to make it too salty. I think a little bit more vinegar. Okay, let me kind of like mix that. Yeah, I think that is the flavor that I would like the bamboo to taste. Like a little bit sour, because I know that the ramen is gonna taste like really fatty and very heavy. So I need a container for this. I might do this one. It seems like a little bit big, so I'm gonna do. Yeah, good call. And then that will overnight soak, and hopefully the flavors in the soy sauce and the vinegar will transfer to the bamboo shoots. So that's another topping. I feel like I'm making, you know, Korean chanbun? No. What's the word? Is it chanbun? Guys, what's the Korean word for side dishes? I need to go look this up. I'm soft brightening basically. Yeah. Banchan. Sorry, I just remembered. I just started typing, then I was like, no, what's that word? Banchan. Banchan meaning like side dishes, like Korean side dishes. Okay, so we have that is soaking in It'll be pretty neutral flavored, not too strong. I know Korean. No. I know like certain words of like food and different food dishes, but not really like, I wouldn't be able to hold a conversation in Korean. I know how to order. When you're a restaurant, you go like, 여기요, 여기요 아줌마. And then it's like, excuse me, can I order? And then food dishes. I know the names of different foods, like samgyeopsal. Sang being fresh, samgyeopsal being pork belly. Jogyo, finger 1 points, yeah. Was that a Korean person on stream? No, that was me. Points to the yeah, 1 finger points. Yeah, and then yeah, like dishes like kimchi jjigae. It's like jjigae meaning stew, kimchi stew, and then like japchae and like I don't know, man. You just pick it up because you're like, I want to eat good food. So I'm going to learn the names and the pronunciation so that people understand me so that I can order this food. This is still not great. I think it needs a bit more soy. And possibly, oh, do you know what? Maybe we can siphon off. Yeah, let me taste this. If you try hard enough, maybe you'll have a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and immediately become fluent Korean. I don't think languages work like that. But like in my brain, there's like, I speak Vietnamese and English because like Vietnamese is my family's language. But like, because I live in an English speaking society, it's the Vietnamese is getting diluted. It's pretty bad. You know, like 4 words in Romanian, that's it. Oh no, Azalea. Knowing Romanian would be so cool. I don't think there's a lot of people that can speak it. And I feel like, would Romania be a country that would have a lot of English? You know, speak. Oh no. Shots fired. You know what? I don't know what to do with this. It's not the flavor that I envision, my creative vision. There's like, you know what I can do? I can pour out this liquid. You know the liquid that we're making the other stuff in? Hang on. I have an idea. I'm going to dump it in with this, and then we'll just fish out the tomorrow. So I'll add it into here, and then I'll boil it. This flavor is really good. Like, this flavor is good. So if I dump it into here, and then I boil it, and then we'll fish out the white fungus tomorrow for the ramen. Man, everything is like loaded with flavor. It's great. And then I will boil this. It's unorthodox, but I don't care. I think at this point, you guys know when I'm just like, okay, I know this is not what people normally do, but this is what I'm gonna do. Let me taste this again. Vinegar and bamboo goes really well together. Oh, this is not the right size lid. I've nailed the flavor of the bamboo. I'm very, very happy with myself. Like, right, good balance of vinegar. I have a friend there, and it's like a lot of other places were like, yes, it's there because, well, English, but not really there because it's not native. She's going for your Amets. Pot of shroom, yeah. Whatever, it's just gonna be like seeing the tree people with how many shrooms there are. Bamboo is edible. Bamboo is edible. Actually, I had a really cool experience in Japan. I traveled to the countryside and I booked this like eat dinner with a local Japanese farmer. And there were this like old couple. And it was like they were trying to revitalize the tourism in the rural area. And so like you go to their house and they like show you their fields. And then at the time that I went, it was bamboo shoot season. So the farmer was like, hands all of us a hoe, like a shovel hoe thing. Like literally this is Minecraft. Points out to the bamboo forest. We walked to the bamboo forest, which is at the back of his house. And then he showed us how to dig up a bamboo shoot, which they then used for dinner. It was like very, very cute. So like normally bamboo you can't really eat, but bamboo shoots you can, but you do need to soak them because I think you can't just eat them like raw. They have to be kind of soaked because I think they might be toxic or potentially could be toxic, but it's really delicious. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of flavor. It has like a slight bamboo flavor, but normally it pairs really well with other flavorings. Okay. I'm gonna wait for so many mushrooms in here. I'm excited. This is great. My favorite toppings on ramen. Raw. Next question. I want to know the people who found out what plants can be eaten after they're cooked but kill you if they're raw. Yes, Azalea. I always think that as well. I don't like. I guess like people just got sick and then they just amended things. Better have poison control on standby. Yeah. Villager died. Cook it. Try again. Yeah. Next villager. Who's next on the testing queue? I think there are phases that you can do to test if something was poisonous. I think there are ones where you can just like instead of ingesting it, you like touch it on your tongue or put it on your lips and then wait like a few hours to see if you react, etc. Yeah, eat it in small portions. But like, what about there are like some things that are poisonous in small amounts. So I'm just like, how do they figure out those ones? And they're like, oh yeah, like mushrooms, like toxic mushrooms. Did you guys hear about the court case in Australia? It was like fairly recent. The lady that killed it officially has now been has like gone through the courts and killed her family in-laws, like her ex-husband's like aunt and uncle or something like that. You want to do that with poisonous froggies? No, Nia. There's this Chinese mythology guy called Shen Nong. He tested everything because apparently he had a glass belly and could see the effects. And he always had some tea to counter any toxin, but eventually he died to one poison. He wrote a book before that, and that was in the base of Chinese medicine. Wow. Villager 1 died from eating this certain fowl, yeah. Probably used on poor people or prisoners. But if you lick the frog, you can see God. Yeah. I feel like that is something out of The Simpsons. Okay. All right. I have boiled the shiitake with the fungus, with the wakame. Wakame? No. Kombu. With the kombu. And then we're just going to let everything soak in the liquid overnight. Okay. And this sauce is good. Yay! We got to use it for multiple purposes. And then if there's excess white fungus after the ramen, I can just eat it with rice. Because this whole thing is just delicious. It's just like a stew. I was actually thinking about this. It has to be an episode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Where I feel like it was like Homer was licking frogs or something. Sauce. Yeah. Flavor. Yeah, I think we are pretty much done with the prep work. And then I think we don't have a whole lot to do. So I did manage to find not ramen noodles, but it kind of looks like ramen. It's called Shanghai Yangchun noodles, but when I checked the ingredient list, so what makes ramen noodles is that it's made with wheat flour, but then it also has alkaline water, which is what the lye water that I was looking for. So this has lye water in its ingredient list. So it should have the same chewiness as ramen noodles. So we've got that for tomorrow, and that's fresh noodles. So we just have to blanch them, boil them kind of thing. And then, yeah, and the toppings are like pretty much done. I just need this to cool down before I put that in the fridge. This is cooled down, and then we can put that in the fridge. Gazelle, you think being Canadian, you'd know French, but no. I mean, actually, the whole like, I'm assuming that you probably live in the English parts of Canada. So one of the things when we did the Canadian stream that I learned was essentially Canada is just made up of like a whole bunch of different colonies. And one part of Canada was kind of like controlled by the French, and then another part was controlled by the British. And then, yeah. And so in the French parts, they were like, we're going to speak French. And then the English parts were like, we just speak English. And so I guess like all of Canada is bilingual, basically. You feel like French Canadians are snobby sometimes. Yep. All of Canadian history. Oh, and there was like a lot of there was a central bit of Canada that dealt a lot with like beaver fur trade. Man, I feel bad for the beavers. But yeah, but apparently I think that was a British colony. Yeah. Quebec is the hella French part. I'm not from there. Yeah. This is just based off like the documentaries that I watched to prepare for the Canadian Day stream. Okay, chat. So I think that's our stream. I'm not even going to bother doing a Raft retro because this is an unplanned gorilla stream. But I had a lot of fun. I decided to stream it because I had quite a few things to prepare for tomorrow's stream, and I was like, well, why not stream it? And if people want to like watch along, they can. I hope you enjoyed it. Jen, no. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed today. Thank you so much. Honorable mentions. Can't wait to see all this work put into the work of art. I was gonna say, oh, honorable mentions. We can do so I'll just do it from here. We had, from memory, without checking the computer, I'm pretty sure, oh my gosh, come on, iPad keyboard, just let me holy crap. Man, brain is like frozen. Oh, Nia was first chatter today. Does this work from the iPad? Yay, it does. Okay, good job, Nia. Our first active chatter. And then honorable mentions. We had Azalea, we had Jen, we had Fox, we had Yama, we had Tidy lurking. I already said Nia because obviously Nia is the first active chatter. I think we had Miles join us for a bit. We had Birchie Bear join us for a bit. And then I think that's oh, we had Typical 10 join us for a little bit. And then I think that is everybody. I apologize if I forget. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Nia was nearby. Nearby Nia, you're never far. Man, the puns, you're killing me. Yes, see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for. Wait, I think I'll go to the keyboard or the computer and actually end the stream. But I wonder if I can end the stream from this iPad. Oh, NCM! I'm so sorry. You're closing your location. Man, today I'm full of fumbles. Oh man, and also sorry once again, Fox, for accidentally banning you. I'm so sorry. Sorry, NCM, for forgetting you. I'm so sorry. I'm a fumble, yeah. NCM, you're like a ninja in the background. Like it was a funny meme, yeah. All right. Wait, how do I end from this? Is it this button? No. This button? Ooh. Wait, no. There's no end stream button from the iPad. Nope. Nope. What is a prediction? Nope. Nope. I don't know. Wait. What about up here? No. I don't know. I don't know how people stream from their iPads. Here? Man, you know what? I'll go to the computer and in stream from the computer, okay? Man. You know how I operate is that playing games and listening. Let's change scenes to just. I didn't even clean out the retro. See, it's a good thing we're not doing rough retro because I didn't even clean it out from yesterday. um, this is your fill it up, Fox. Yeah. Ammo, please. Oopsie daisy. Accidentally bad. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you, dear. Thank you. All right, everyone. What is prediction? I don't know what a prediction is. It's the thing. and and the redeems come in. Man, the pat alert sound is so funny. No sub alert. Delay is long. Oh, yeah. Did Jen's subscription alert come through? Active chatter. I didn't even see Jen's sub alert come through. Don't they have to set the notification? Yeah, did you? Yeah, Jen, was there a. Are you gaslighting me, Jen? I'm pretty sure you are subscribed because I think the view there wasn't an option. I mean, you definitely have the icon, but I don't see it on my activity feed. I don't know. Just sub and paid. You know what, Jen? um, do you want like let's recreate your sub alert. Let's be like, oh, Jen subscribe. What song do you want? You know how we have those songs? We have do you want the Yuri on Ice song or do you want the Gurren Lagann song? Or do you want the hang on, what do we have on here again? Control. Which song do you want? Nope, that's not the song. Is this a song? You want the Yuri on Ice song? Or you want the Gurren Lagann song? I could pick. Let's do the Yuri on Ice song. Yeah, that was the Gast audio clip. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna give you the Gurren Lagann song. Hang on, I gotta pause this one. Sound like me when you wake up. Guys, if you haven't watched Gurren Lagann, I don't know if it holds up. Dun, 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 dun. It's such a good anime. It's like the epitome of bromance. dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. So, yay! Thanks, Jen, for your sub. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're recreating it. My drill is the drill that creates heavens. Yeah. Oh no. Actually, this song is relevant to you. Yep. We need the every time I say I think of yeah, I was gonna do that emote, Jen. You're right. That is dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. All right. That's enough of that song. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's our stream today. So let's see how we go tomorrow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow is the rest of the ramen. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today. I had lots of fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for spending your time here. I know your time is valuable, and I really appreciate you hanging out with us. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow.